right. I am that I am, and here I am live on WWNN 1470 AM 95.3 The Talk. So we're talking to all of you this evening on Spiritually Speaking with Sarah, and we are so excited to be here and sharing in the energy, and we welcome your calls at 1-888-565-1470. That's the number that gets you right here live to speak to me and ask me your question. You know, I want to take a minute to thank everyone who came to the New Life Expo that was at the Broward County Convention Center. And it was such an exciting event. People came from all over to share in the experience, and I was fortunate enough to sit with so many people across the board, across the day. We spent our entire day together. One after another, we really had wonderful sessions, and I was so fortunate to make connections and to have people ask questions and connect to their spirit guides, their angels, and even their loved ones on the other side. It was a fun experience for us all. And then I had the opportunity to have some of my products there, so people got to spray and sniff all the items that we have. We had our essential oils, my oil blends. We had some of our spiritual cleansing creations and sprays. And we also had wonderful, wonderful items that I took from the center that are there for shifting energy. We had some Palo Santo to kind of clear our energy. It was a fabulous day on Saturday and even more fabulous day on Sunday. And thank you to everyone who came to the class. We had classes on Saturday and Sunday, and then I was on the Crazy Universe panel. I didn't know what to expect because, heck, it's a crazy universe, everyone. And so I had the opportunity to be there and be a guest on the panel, and I got to share time and space with Michelle Whitedove, and we had some other attendees there that were part of the panel, and we had such a great time answering questions about this crazy universe. And there's so much more out there than we know. So it's always great to stay connected to that crazy universe. So it was a great time in Fort Lauderdale. And you know what? I just keep going. I've got some events coming up. I'm going to be in Delray, at the heart of Delray, next Thursday from 6 to 9 p.m. I'm going to be doing spiritual sessions at a wonderful event called Elevate. So we're going to be talking about that a little bit more in the show. So I hope you get your pen and paper out to write that down. And we're going to be there for the fun, for the excitement, and to meet all of you. And then I have coming up my Indian meditation coming up. And we also have, that's going to be on Monday. I believe it is November 3rd or 5th, something like that. It's on my website. I don't have that in front of me right now. But we have some spectacular items coming up at the center. We're going to have a guest author, Bill McDonald, coming in from North Carolina. He just wrote a book. So he's going to be talking about his book, and he's going to be part of my children's event. And we also have my dream event, how to remember your dreams and what they mean. And that is Friday, November 10th. And I got to tell you, would you like to have a pajama party with me? Yes. We're wearing pajamas. It's going to be a pajama party, and we're going to be talking about dreams and what they mean. I've been known to be Tinkerbell, and I have my Hello Kitty pajamas, so I don't know what pajamas I'm going to wear, but we're going to come up with some really cool pajamas to wear, and we have a really good time, and we help each other learn about dreams, how to remember the dreams, and we go into a meditative state to open up the dream world. So it's a great, great experience. And tonight we welcome your phone calls at 1-888-565-1470. And we're going to talk tonight about some really important things that I've been hearing from people that I know everybody wants to talk about. You see, everybody is sharing this experience of feeling a little disconnected, a little out of sorts. And I don't know if it was the hurricane that brought it up. I believe I was hearing this from clients for about the past 6 months. People feeling a little lost. People feeling a little bit out of sorts. Are you feeling out of sorts? Do you feel as if you've kind of stepped away from where you want to be? And you're not knowing who you are. And you're wondering what's coming for you next. But You're not feeling connected to your spirit, to your soul. Kind of like you're walking in your body, but you don't really know what to do. Well, tonight, that's what Spirit and I are going to talk about. We're going to connect with all of you and hear what your questions are, but Spirit has a message this evening for us to talk about that disconnect feeling that makes us feel as if we don't know who we are and that we're lost. So we're going to delve into the lost and found department of the spiritual world and see where we may have created a disconnect. You see, the soul holds a memory for all of us. The soul knows exactly who you are, knows exactly where you're to go, knows exactly who you're going to meet. And it offers opportunities for growth and for change and to allow you to be exactly who you want to be. But then life happens. You know that thing called life with all those experiences. Maybe there's a tragedy, a trauma, physical trauma, an emotional trauma. Something takes you off your course, or, according to the universe, puts you exactly where you need to be so that you can have that experience. Well, we are here to dig through that and see that you're not really as lost as you feel, that somehow you've become a little disconnected. A lot of people are sharing with me that they don't know why they are where they are. They don't even know, how did I make this choice? Why am I here? Why am I in this relationship? Why am I in this experience with this job? I don't understand how I got myself caught up in this experience, and I can't stop. Like, it's as if the train has left the station for a lot of people, and maybe you're listening, you're saying, yes, I feel like I'm on a train to nowhere. I don't know where I'm going. I'm going in a direction, but I don't know if that's the direction I really want to go. Well, first of all, if you're feeling lost and out of sorts, hit the brakes. Hit the brakes, pull that emergency brake, and take that breath and let yourself just be still. You know, it's said that the voice of God, the true inner message, is often heard in between the words. In the space between the words is the silence. Hear that silence? In that silence, as you pause, before you speak, and as you listen, and hear the silence between the words. You know, we've become so accustomed to hear what other people are saying, but also begin to plan what we're going to say in response. And when we do that in dialogue and conversation, what happens is we really don't stay focused on the inner message that's being said. Every person who comes in your life, they're all messengers. Every person who comes in your life, they offer you this vast vessel of knowledge. Even if you don't agree with them, even if you're at odds with them, even if there's angst, aggravation, agitation, it's all good because they give you an opportunity to hear what your soul is prompting you. Sometimes we stand in front of someone and you're like, oh, good God, I'm not feeling comfortable. But if you learn to pay attention and you pay attention to the messages that come between the words, those messages of silence allow the soul to prompt you and say, oh, hear this phrase, pay attention. This is something that's speaking to you. Even if you say the whole conversation has no meaning to you, maybe you're bored, maybe it's a meeting and everyone's sitting around and they're like, blah, blah, blah. And you're thinking, I remember sitting in the boardroom going, oh, good God, is this ever going to be over? Oh my God, 3 hours with these executives? You've got to be kidding me. What? Well, I'm getting paid to sit here. Gosh, I wish I brought my nail file. I'd be sitting there going like, what can I do? Oh, all right. So underneath, I'm like playing with my fingers. I'm trying not to look distracted, diligently taking notes. In my head, I'm thinking, is this rhetoric and blah, blah conversation ever going to be over? And eventually it would kind of subside. But now the way I listen is I listen to hear what I wouldn't be listening for. You see, it's more than the conversation. The people in front of you, they offer you guidance, even if it's some perspective on you, something about you. We're going to dive into that lost energy, that misaligned energy that maybe makes you feel as if you don't know where you are now, why you are where you are. And how do you get from point A to the end desired result? So take stock. Where are you? Are you where you want to be now? Because you're collaborating with the universe, with every thought, with every action, with every movement. And as you move forward, what you want to do is understand that everything is happening for a reason. And that if you pay attention, the opportunity for you to move forward is going to be right there. So we're going to take a minute to hear from our sponsors. And we welcome your phone calls at 1-888-565-1470, live here on WWNN 1470 AM, 95.3 FM, and we're also being heard at 1100 AM in Atlanta on WWWE. So tune in, zero in, line yourself up with your spirit, because when we come back, we've got a great message from Spirit, and then we're going to take your calls. So stay with us, everyone. Don't go away, because you know we're going to be right back.
Felt alone, sensing something more is around you, but are unsure how to connect? Do you wonder if your loved ones who are deceased are among you? Sarah Spiritual is a gifted spiritual advisor and medium who can connect you with your loved ones, spirit guides, and ascended beings. Sarah specializes in love, relationships, money, career, health, and healing. She has an uncanny ability to convey the true thoughts and emotions of those around you. For Sarah, life is a spiritual journey, and each situation has a spiritual solution. To contact Sarah for a personal reading, call 561-682-0956 or send an email to sarah@sarahspiritual.com. You can also visit www.sarahspiritual.com for more information. That's 561-682-0956 or sarahspiritual.com. Let Spirit and Sarah raise you up.
Hi, I'm Gina Martell.
I'm Alan Knight.
And you're listening to Spiritually Speaking with Sarah.
I had a feeling. I hope you had the feeling too.
I get them all the time.
To tune in to our show every Saturday and Sunday afternoon at 5 o'clock on our sister station, WSBR.
Oh, I think that's amazing. And you know what? I think people should listen to their feelings all the time.
I'm in tune to my feelings. Okay, let's get in tune with Sarah Spiritual right now.
Okay.
For the most extensive multicultural array of spiritual products, classes, and healing services in a comfortable and convenient setting, you must visit the Expedito Enlightenment Center in the Habitat Plaza in West Palm Beach. There, you'll find the products, services, and spiritual development classes to help you bridge the gap between you and your spiritual connection. Arrange for your own personal spiritual reading with Sarah Spiritual for spiritual insight. The Expedito Enlightenment Center is located at 4047 Okeechobee Boulevard in the Habitat Plaza, West Palm Beach. Call them at 561-682-0955 or online at expeditoenlightenmentcenter.com. For yourself or for a thoughtful gift, there's no better place to visit than the Expedito Enlightenment Center in the Habitat Plaza, Okeechobee Boulevard, West Palm Beach. Call 561-682-0955 or visit them on the web at expeditoenlightenmentcenter.com.
Hi, I'm Gina Martell,
I'm Alan Knight.
and you're listening to Spiritually Speaking with Sarah.
I had a feeling, I hope you had the feeling too.
I get them all the time.
Oh, to tune in to our show every Saturday and Sunday afternoon at 5 o'clock on our sister station, WSBR.
Oh, I think that's amazing. And you know what? I think people should listen to their feelings all the time.
I'm in tune to my feelings. Okay, let's get in tune with Sarah Spiritual right now.
Okay.
Would you like answers to life's questions? Then join me, Sarah Spiritual, every Wednesday evening from 5 to 8 p.m. for Spiritually Speaking with Sarah right here on 95.3 The Talk, WNN 1470 AM. See you there. Are you looking to heal, shift relationships, and excel in your personal and professional lives? Then call Me Time Healing Center at 561-571-2204, located at 1600 South Dixie Highway in Boca Raton. Me Time Healing offers individual and group therapy, grief and addiction counseling, relationship programs, and e-therapy. For more information, visit me-time-healing.com and reclaim your inner love, power, and peace.
You're listening to Spiritually Speaking with Sarah, your spiritual advisor and medium. Connect with Sarah Spiritual and be in the energy of light. Call Sarah Spiritual now, toll-free worldwide. 1-888-565-1470. 1-888-565-1470. Just ask your questions or message Sarah Spiritual live on Periscope and Facebook.
And we are back here live on WWNN 1470 AM, 95.3 The Talk. We're still kind of getting a little settled in here today. We've been running around all day making sure that got everything all accomplished. It's going to be a fun week at the Expedito Enlightenment Center. And I'm going to be there doing personal sessions. And then Friday night, I'm going to be at the Art Cellar in Wellington. And that is October 20th. And the Art Cellar in Wellington, I'm going to be giving messages while you paint and drink wine. Imagine messages and Sarah Spiritual and wine and chakra balancing. I don't know. I think the head chakra is going to be a little off because of the wine. But we're going to be painting a beautiful lotus with some chakras in it. It's a magnificent painting. Visit my website, sarahspiritual.com, and learn more about the event and register. I think we have a few spots left. And I'm going to jump ahead to December. December 8th in Wellington. We are going to be there, and I'm actually opening up for, yes indeed, Vanilla Ice. Yeah, you heard me right. I'm going to be singing right before Vanilla Ice, and he's going to be doing a wonderful Christmas benefit for the village of Wellington. It's a big to-do in the community of Wellington, Florida. So I'd love to have you there. We'll have that up on my website soon, but you be sure to write down December 8th. Friday night, come see Sarah Spiritual. It's a big family event. Vanilla Ice, a whole collection of wonderful performers will be there. And I was going to try to get off easy and sing a different song. I was like, oh, let's do this song. And they wrote back and said, no, Sarah, we want you to do Alleluia. So I'm going to be doing Alleluia, the famous Alleluia. I'm going to be doing that song for everyone there at the amphitheater in Wellington. So I would love to have you attend that event. Bring your family, bring the children, lots of activities for the children, and a really great show goes on. And they go through a lot of effort to put this fabulous show together. So we've got happenings all the time these days. I am on the road for the next 2 months. I'm going to be, you name it, I'm going there. So we're going to be on the move and taking ourselves out of the center. And for those of you who are feeling as if you want to be on the move in your life and you're feeling a little stuck and stagnant, well, that's the reason for tonight's show. Some of us have been feeling a little disjointed, a little out of sorts, a little uncertain as what to the future is going to bring. I know there's a interesting political climate. There's a interesting weather patterns going on. We are all at the effect of the weather. Things are shifting on the planet. We've got fires, we've got hurricanes, we've got flooding. There's so much that's happening. And Mother Earth is going through her shift and change. And well, we are human beings that are vibrating at the same pattern as the moon and the sun and all the vibrational elements around us. So we are impacted by everything that happens. And then we're also impacted by the emotional experiences that we've had in our lives. And some of that remains trapped, remains a little stuck. We get stuck and stagnant, and we don't really know how to move forward. And many people are coming to me and they're saying, Sarah, I just feel lost. I'm feeling discontented. We've heard that in some of the questions lately. You know, I'm not feeling happy. I'm feeling empty. I'm not feeling complete. And that's a feeling that kind of creates this, what's the point? It's this angst. Why try? I don't really know what I'm trying for. Because many of us are past that point of that childhood joy. Maybe we have been inundated in responsibilities and emotional responsibilities, physical responsibilities, financial responsibilities, time-restricted responsibilities. And now, after going through life, we've created a life here on this planet, particularly in this country, that we're the hamster in the wheel and we're going round and round and round. And even when we have an idea or a dream, something that we can taste it, we can smell it, we can be there, we just can't really get there. And so what we're all looking to do is to get back to the simpler time, the easier time. But then many of us, well, we are committed. We're committed to these obligations, whether it's the obligation of a house, college tuition, school tuition for our younger children. Maybe it's just the expense of raising a family. Maybe it's some debt that we've acquired. And so we've become slaves to a certain degree to some of the experiences that we've chosen to have. And we wanted to because we want to have it all. But what we're learning here in today's world is that less is better. And less is actually more, because it restores the happiness and the peace. Because imagine if you didn't have to work so hard to pay all your bills. Imagine if you didn't have to jump through hoops to accomplish the task that you want. Imagine if you were part of a community, a group of people, a village, a family that cares, and each person helps another. Well, you see, that's what we're all working towards. We're all looking to go back to that sense of community and trust and love. That's so important to all of us. And what we look to do is to create this opening of love for each other. That's the goal here, to be of service to another. And sometimes we feel like we're not doing enough to contribute to the world, or we don't know how we, or I, the person, me, yes, you, little old you, how you can really make a difference. And so life seems to not have the meaning that you anticipated or that you wished it would. Maybe you have an unfulfilled dream. Well, imagine that. Everything can come together, well, when you want it to. It's just waiting for that opportunity for life to come before you and give you what you need. And bring it to you at the perfect time. And lose the things that no longer serve you. Let them go. It sounds easy, and I know so many things are so intricately woven that it's not easy to just break free in life. But little choices take us to where we want to go. Remember when you were little? You probably don't remember how you came to know how to turn over or how to walk or crawl. But you had a prompting inside. There was this observation that the other humans around you were moving. And not really being able to communicate, you had to go within you, and your brain had to communicate to the muscles in the body, and you had to have this thought of, hey, I want to be able to turn over, or hey, I want to be on the move. Let me see. Wait, I feel strong. I think I can kneel. I think I can drag my body on the rug so I can begin to crawl. You see? The little one wasn't per se shown how to crawl. I don't think too many adults sat on the ground and crawled around the house and said, hey, this is how you move. The little one kind of figures it out. Did you ever stop to think, how does a baby figure that out? Inside, there's a knowing. Inside, the soul knows what needs to be done, and the brain is so magnificently wired that it knows how to send the message to the muscles. And once the muscles are strong and the infant has gained some stability in the physical body, then it learns to support itself. We can sit up. We can keep our head up. We can begin to crawl. And then we begin to pull ourselves up. Do you remember if you have children, as a parent, if you ever saw your child pull themselves up? I mean, it starts with them just kind of looking around, and then they literally pull themselves up with all they've got. And halfway through, they most likely fall. And then they try again. Once we hit adulthood, we seem to think that we know everything we need to know and we should be able to figure it out. And sometimes the child that falls trying to pull oneself up laughs. Some of the other children, maybe they cry. It's all good because they have their mindset, I'm going to get there. And they don't have a memory of failure. They just know that they tried something and they need to try again because they did not reach their objective. They're purposely driven. Their soul is still full with the vibration of the universe and the heavens before it came to earth. It's little, and in a perfect world, as a young infant, we hope that it hasn't experienced too many emotional traumas, that it has been loved and nurtured, and it's felt whole. What happens in the journey of life is so many of us become fragmented by the experiences, the disappointments. Perhaps there's a parent that's no longer a part of the family. Perhaps there's an adoption and you don't know why you don't have the mother that you were born to. Perhaps there's some abuse or some dysfunction in the family. Well, you are in that vibration. And you begin to live your life with these pre-programmed experiences just whispering behind you, saying, I don't know if we're going to be safe. Are you sure? And so we push through life with this determination of, well, I don't know, Gloria Gaynor said it best, I will survive. And we go into this fight or flight experience moving forward as if, hey, we're going to do it. We're going to get there. But along the way, because we're so adamant of pushing through whatever life throws us, we didn't stop to smell the roses. We didn't stop to experience. We didn't have the joy that we wanted to have. We didn't laugh when we wanted to laugh. We kept pushing through. And that doesn't mean that everyone's life has not been filled with fun or joy or family or wonderful memories, but somewhere along the way, life becomes busy by the busyness as opposed to full of the fulfillment of life. We become busy bees, but not really basking in the success. You know, my great mentor, Mary Kay Ash, said, don't rest on your laurels. But she was always very good at letting us know that, yes, a pat on the back is good, and that you do need applause and praise, and to be lifted up so that you could reach your highest pinnacle of success. And that people need to know that they count, that they matter, that they're appreciated, and that you care. And if there are people around you in your life that They need that encouragement. How do you start shifting the energy around you? Is you reach out to another and you say, I care, and you count, and you matter. And then as you begin to act from the heart, begin to act from the feelings of the joy and the search for the meaning of life, but the meaning of life for you, not the meaning for another, because no two people walk the path by themselves. No two people have the same identical journey. We each have our own unique DNA, and we each have our own unique blueprint in our soul. So we all have a journey. And we all come with a list of tasks that we want to accomplish. And the trick is navigating the balance between the physical experience, the physical obligations that we've created, the physical, tangible choices that we've made, and staying centered within and understanding who we are. Because we are all divine beings. You know, it's like the song Amazing Grace. Amazing grace, how sweet the sound that saved a wretch like me. I once was lost, but now I'm found, was blind, but now I see. It's a journey of seeing in your soul, seeing in the knowing of you, and understanding that even if you're lost, even that has a purpose. It serves a purpose. It's the space between the actions to get you to notice what's missing in the movement, what's missing in the groove of the step of your life. That lost feeling isn't as weighed down as you give it the credit to be. It is an opportunity for you to pause, to stop, and to allow the soul to prompt you to want to listen to the voice that says, hey, there's something more. Look over here. Or the person who comes and says, I've got a great opportunity. Or did you know? Whatever the action is that's presented before you, for you to pay attention and not be in this robotic state of movement and action and reaction of everything that's happening around you, like sometimes like a duck in a shooting gallery. Duck, something's coming. Okay, pick yourself up, let's go. And we begin to move forward knowing that we've got to navigate a million things all at once, never once pausing to enjoy it. Even driving, it can be hectic, but also, as long as you're not in a hurry to get where you're going, you can look around and you can admire the things that are around you. When was the last time you noticed the scenery? Here in South Florida, when you're driving to work, especially if you're heading east, sunglasses on, because it gets a little bright, but you can see a beautiful sunrise. And the sun appearing in the clouds with the bright blue sky. And then when you head home west, you can see off in the distance in the horizon, even if there are a sea of cars in front of you. The fulfillment comes not by paying attention to all the cars and all the traffic. The fulfillment comes by looking as far as the eye can take you and seeing that sun off in the distance, kissing the horizon, the magnificence of the clouds passing by, the brilliance of the blue sky. And if we're fortunate enough to be at the spot in Florida that it just rained, which happens all the time, looking for that rainbow that just magically appears out of thin air. 7 beautiful colors instantly forming and stretching as far as the eye can see. The radiance, the beauty. And the same radiance and the same beauty that governs all of the earth is the same radiance and beauty that exists within you. So I ask you this question: how lost are you? The answers are all inside. And tonight we're going to answer your questions, Spirit and I. We have answers for all the questions that you may have on this wonderful evening. And we welcome you at 1-888-565-1470, right here on 95.3 The Talk, and 1470 AM and 1100 AM. I'm going to go right to the phone lines, and if you haven't joined the conversation yet, then pick up that phone and dial 1-888-565-1470. And we're looking for your Facebook comments here. We are noticing that we've got some questions going on, so I'm going to scroll up into Facebook in just a little bit. So keep those questions coming and be sure to give me your birth date, and we'll be getting right to you. But I've got a call from someone who's in Fort Lauderdale, and it's Brother Moses. So I don't know if I'm in front of the Red Sea, but let's see if Brother Moses has a question for us. Moses, how are you?
No, Sarah, we're not at the Red Sea. We are train boats and planes now.
Oh, okay.
Trains and boats and planes and cars and all that stuff.
Great,
What we're doing
great.
now.
Wonderful. Well, Moses, how can Spirit and I assist you tonight?
Yeah, I've been listening to you for a while. I called a couple of times, but I never happened to get your number. But I enjoy some of your stuff, and whatever I don't enjoy, I'm not going to beat you up for it either, because I heard a lot of love in your voice.
Well, good.
And God loves people that sings, you know.
Absolutely. So Moses, do you have a question for us this evening?
Huh?
Do you have a question for us this evening, Moses?
If I do have a question?
Yes, you have a question for us?
Yes, I do have a question.
Yes.
Are you, what denomination are you?
Oh, what denomination am I? Well, that's an interesting question. And so is that of importance to you in the show?
If it's important?
Yes. I mean, I know who I am, but is it important to you?
You don't have to say it, because I heard enough. And I mean, you don't have to say what you're about to just ask anyway, because I understand early on you said, you just label the universe to be a crazy universe. I can understand why you said that. The universe is crazy.
Well, it was actually a panel that I was a part of. I didn't label that. I was a part of the Crazy Universe panel, but I'm not part of the Crazy Universe. I'm part of God's universe. So that's how I look at it.
Oh, okay.
Yes, that was part of the panel.
Within this crazy universe, like I never heard anybody label it like that before, because maybe because of the storm and the earthquakes and all that stuff, maybe they think that's crazy. But within this crazy universe, that's where God's glory is.
God's glory is there, and
His glory is right in there, and I'm glad that I'm here as a living person to see that He came to me in 1976 to claim the flesh that He created, and everybody says nobody can see God. He came and stand right in front of shine His great light to all people to see.
For all people who can see.
Because they're spiritualists.
Yes.
They're all spiritualists. We majestical. We deal with a majestic energy.
Everybody's majestical.
God is the world.
Yes.
The universe, the first God is the world, and then if you want to get to the masters, then you can find the masters in the universe.
You can.
But the first God is the world.
Right.
I don't know if you know it like that, but
I do know that.
To be a God, for a man to be a God, you have to first make himself to be like the world. It's not a person, it's not a spirit, it's pure energy.
It's energy.
That God provides for mankind to live. Pure energy, time, space, and matter.
You know what? I agree with you, Moses, because we are the infinite presence of the mighty I Am presence that goes forth beyond what anyone imagines it could be, because it's beyond what the human mind can conceive. And that with the same breath of life that God created the earth when He said, "Let there be light," that is the same breath of energy that's within every human being to utilize for the highest vibrational good of themselves and others, to be of service. And then if they take that and use it for something that has a lower vibration, then that too is their free will, because we all have free will and we all have the opportunity to be on this planet in the way that we choose. But the highest vibration comes from that source, from the universe. And So I'm so grateful that you're calling in, Moses. What's your question for me this evening?
I saw God. He came to save the world. The devil came to take the sun from the sky. He wanted the sun. And God only make man for one reason, to be useful, and man is very useful. So man have to keep the sun. The devil couldn't get the sun, so we go on forever. The world is not going to come to an end like everybody thinks it's going to come to an end, and this great doomsday judgment. I face the judgment for the human race already. So there won't be any other judgment. Yeah, because God is a thought collector. He collects your thoughts.
Yes, absolutely.
We are useful, so we have some use, so he collects our thoughts.
And so we are part of the great universe, and we're part of the collective energy, yes?
No, if you get your thoughts, only God is the only person that can have get the good thoughts. Because the devil don't have a system that he could collect thoughts that are good. What are you going to do with it? He's a curse. He's a dungeon master.
Well,
also the dungeon is a dungeon, dark planet.
Yes, that's the spirit.
Fires in there's no fire. It's just a dark time. You got to bounce into stuff to see where you're going and all that stuff. All animal. Everybody goes to hell. You can go there looking like God in God's image. You go like an animal. You have to transform to go to hell.
Well, Moses, we're not here to debate that this evening. So did you have a question for me? Because I have callers on hold. So did you have a question for me, Moses, this evening?
Well, I don't. I just asked you the question that I wanted to know, and you said you didn't want to tell it, but it's okay.
That's quite all right. Yes, it is my personal preference.
I don't need to ask you any more questions.
Great. Thank you so much, Moses. And you know what? So Moses asked a really great question. And so I have actually no problem answering Moses's question. So, as a spiritual being, my purpose is to be of service to God. And so however anyone wants to interpret that. But you know what the great part of this show is? That we have an opportunity to all connect and all express ourselves. So we're going to go right back to the phone lines, and we're going to go to Jupiter. And I've got Katie on the line. Katie, how are you this evening?
I'm good, Sarah. How are you?
I'm doing great, Katie. And how can Spirit and I be of service to you tonight?
Well, I've just been going through some trials and tribulations with myself, and I wanted to see if there's my spirit there could give me any guidance or have any messages to give to me through you.
Okay, Katie, let me just tap into here. Katie, the first thing they make me aware of is that you are very dedicated to purpose and loyal to people around you. It's very important for you to do the right thing. Does that make sense to you?
Yeah, probably.
To the extreme, yes.
Could be harmful.
Yes, exactly, because that's why we're going there. I feel like you're overstretched, overreached. I feel like you're at the extreme right here, and that things are not on track for you, that we're kind of being pushed back and you're trying to branch out to another direction. Does that make sense to you? You're ready to make a change, but things aren't really supporting you the way you want them to. Does that make sense to you, Katie?
Yes, it does. Yeah.
All right. Mm-hmm. So Spirit is talking to me about, first of all, there's some movement in career. You're looking to make a move in career right now. There's a change coming.
Oh, okay.
All right. She's like, okay, I wasn't asking for that, but here you go. There's a movement in career.
Yes, I am, and no, I'm not. Okay, so career change.
There's career change opportunity. So let's say maybe there's expansion shift, but there's a shift in the career for you. Okay. And also I'm feeling like, let's look at his expansion, because I'm feeling as if you're going to be opening up a new avenue, a new energy of work for yourself. There's increase coming for you. And this causes me to say expansion, but it brings about change, and it will become a change in career or direction of the career. So it'll morph over the next 12 months or so. Then the next thing that they're showing me is that personally, you're really trying to align yourself with the right people. I feel like we've cut out some people in the recent past. Does that make sense to you?
Yes, absolutely.
And you had to distance yourself from people. And by distancing yourself, you got to have that bird's eye view to see what was going on, yes?
Yes.
All right. Yes. So what is the question? How can I kind of direct you in a specific area? Because we only have just a little time, so I just want to ask you what the exact question is you'd like me to look into.
Well, I would. More importantly, is my health of recent.
Okay.
Is
Bear with me. Hold on. Yep. So we had a test. There's a secondary test we're supposed to take. Is that correct? Because they're showing me 2 tests.
Quite possibly.
2 tests. I've got 2 tests coming up. Okay, I've got 1 test and then a secondary test. System is out of whack. I have imbalance in digestive system as well. Does that make sense to you?
Yes.
Okay, so that is very out of sorts. So Spirit is making me aware that there's a solution for you. And it's more than dietary change. There will be a shift and an adjustment for that for you.
Okay.
So there's 2 steps in that, and then we will have resolution for that. There's tiredness, there's fatigue, there's aches, there's pains. We're not quite feeling ourself. Is that correct?
Yes, absolutely.
The old gray mare just ain't what she used to be. That's how you're feeling, right? So, honey, you ain't over the hill yet. So don't be thinking that. You're not over the hill. You're going to get there. It's just the body went through a little trauma. There was a lot of stress. You internalized a lot in the past 5 years. Spirit gives me 5 years, so I have to talk about the 5-year mark. So you've been on the go and handling a lot of stress, Katie. Through the handling of that stress, now we have an opportunity for the body to rejuvenate and heal and release those stress pockets, because you really internalized that stress quite a bit. And it impacted the digestive tract in multiple places. So now as you begin to realign, I'm led to talk to you about acupuncture. I'm led to talk to you about making a shift in diet, but it's more than diet that you're going to have to do to make that adjustment. Don't know if you're doing any practice of meditation or yoga, but there's something that Katie, the girl who wants to handle everything, has to do. Okay? She has to breathe.
Yeah.
So I want you to repeat after me. In the moment of now,
In the moment of now,
I am complete.
I am complete.
I am healthy.
I am healthy.
I am peaceful.
I am peaceful.
I am divine light.
I am divine light.
I am divine power.
I am divine power.
All is in alignment for the highest good of me.
All is in alignment with the highest good of me.
Okay? Just feel that energy and welcome that energy. All right?
Absolutely. Absolutely.
And Katie, how did you hear about the show? Is this your first time calling?
It's my first time calling, and actually we have met at your down at your shop.
Wonderful.
We've met before, yes. So it's been too long, but you absolutely gave me some strength and peacefulness with this, and just knowing there's going to be a light at the end of the tunnel, and I'm not crazy.
No, you're not crazy. You're not crazy. You know, some people say we're just waking up when we get into that phase of crazy, but everything's in alignment, my dear.
Well, thank you. Sarah, if I got to ask you one more thing, is there a way you can tell me who my spirit guide is?
I can actually. Let me just tune into that for you. Well, besides your guardian angel, I have a female energy that stands by you. It is not a relative, but this woman seems to have been almost from pilgrim times, a very, very strong woman, very resourceful woman, very serene woman, but solid in her energy. I have an energy name of Colette is the name she gives me. That's the name she gives me. You can refer to her as. Sometimes they don't give me names, so I was interested to hear that yours did. The name is solely from a spirit guide perspective, that name is solely for us to have a conversation with them. The spirit guides don't need that name, but they give it to us so that we as humans feel comfortable with that.
Oh, gosh. Okay.
All right. So very, very strong presence. She gives you a lot of your strength, your fortitude, and resourcefulness. You are very resourceful when you need to be, yes?
Yes, absolutely. And do spirit guides ever come to visit?
All the time. All the time. They pop right up.
Where you can just not see them, you cannot just feel them, but see them?
Sometimes people are blessed to see them as well. It depends on some of your gifts, but most people kind of feel that their energy of their spirit guides with them, or they just feel that sense of peace or warmth or energy around them. Yes?
Right, yes, and that's where I'm conflicted as to where my spirit guide came more into my life when I needed her most, when at the loss of my mother, actually, and I didn't know if it was spirit guide or my mother.
Your spirit guide
Because
came
of that
to assist you through that loss, to give you that nurturing, my dear. That's why she came through, Katie. But the loss of your mother opened up a really strong abandonment issue within you, all right?
Yes.
Okay.
Yeah. Is there any sense of my mother being around?
Not at this time, because they're actually waving me off for the first hour, Katie, but I do hope that you stay with us and continue to listen, all right, my dear?
Absolutely.
All right.
Okay,
Thank
Sarah,
you, Katie.
thanks so much.
God bless you. Bye. And we're going to take a minute to hear from our sponsors and call us at 1-888-565-1470. Stay with us, everyone. Don't go away, because you know we're going to be right back.
Stay tuned for more Spiritually Speaking with Sarah coming up right after the break. Continue the conversation with Sarah Spiritual on Facebook and Periscope. The phone lines are open, 1-888-565-1470. That's 1-888-565-1470.
Talk 1470 is WWNN Pompano Beach and 95.3 FM W237BD Boca Raton, the Health and Wealth Radio Network.
Would you like answers to life's questions? Then join me, Sarah Spiritual, every Wednesday evening from 5 to 8 p.m. for Spiritually Speaking with Sarah right here on 95.3 The Talk, WNN 1470 AM. See you there.
Have you ever felt alone, sensing something more is around you, but are unsure how to connect? Do you wonder if your loved ones who are deceased are among you? Sarah Spiritual is a gifted spiritual advisor and medium who can connect you with your loved ones, spirit guides, and ascended beings. Sarah specializes in love, relationships, money, career, health, and healing. She has an uncanny ability to convey the true thoughts and emotions of those around you. For Sarah, life is a spiritual journey, and each situation has a spiritual solution. To contact Sarah for a personal reading, call 561-682-0956 or send an email to sarah@sarahspiritual.com. You can also visit www.sarahspiritual.com for more information. That's 561-682-0956 or sarahspiritual.com. Let Spirit and Sarah raise you up.
Hi, I'm Sarah Spiritual, the founder of the Expedito Enlightenment Center. I would love for you to visit me at my spiritual oasis located at 4047 Okeechobee Boulevard in the Tree of Life Plaza in West Palm Beach. Come, feel the energy, sample my spiritual sprays and oils, participate in one of my spiritual development classes, and have a personal reading with me, Sarah Spiritual. Let's see what Spirit has to say. You can call the Expedito Enlightenment Center at 561-682-0955. Not local? Visit me, Sarah Spiritual, at sarahspiritual.com for products, classes, and to book your personal session.
Hi, I'm Gina Martell,
I'm Alan Knight.
and you're listening to Spiritually Speaking with Sarah.
I had a feeling, I hope you had the feeling too,
I get them all the time.
to tune in to our show every Saturday and Sunday afternoon at 5 o'clock on our sister station, WSBR.
Oh, I think that's amazing. And you know what? I think people should listen to their feelings all the time.
I'm in tune to my feelings. Okay, let's get in tune with Sarah Spiritual right now.
Okay.
Are you looking to heal, shift relationships, and excel in your personal and professional lives? Then call Me Time Healing Center at 561-571-2204, located at 1600 South Dixie Highway in Boca Raton. Me Time Healing offers individual and group therapy, grief and addiction counseling, relationship programs, and e-therapy. For more information, visit me-time-healing.com and reclaim your inner love, power, and peace.
If you're sick and tired of being sick and tired, tune in to the Dr. Bob Martin Show. From erectile dysfunction to eczema, heartburn to headaches, carpal tunnel to how to lower cholesterol drug-free. Sunday mornings at 10 on Talk 1470 WNN.
Seniors, open enrollment is here. I Will Advisors is here to offer you an unbiased comparison of all your Medicare health insurance options. I Will Advisors specialize in educating Medicare beneficiaries on every available option to ensure you make the right choice for your needs. Call us directly at 954-753-8080. 954-753-8080.
Talk health. Talk wealth. Talk politics. Talk 1470 and 95.3 FM. WNN.
The opinions expressed on the following sponsored program are strictly those of the host, guests, and callers, and not necessarily those of this station, its staff, management, or sponsors.
Welcome back to the second hour of Spiritually Speaking with Sarah, another interactive hour of uplifting and empowering spiritual discussions to transform your life. A gifted spiritual advisor, coach, and medium, Sarah Spiritual will assist you to connect to the light within and transcend beyond the limits of all possible experience and knowledge. Spiritually Speaking with Sarah is presented by the Expedito Enlightenment Center in the Tree of Life Plaza in West Palm Beach. For the next hour, listen, call in, and watch Sarah Spiritual live on Periscope and Facebook, and share the love and light.
Yes, indeed. I am perfectly aligned with my destiny. So if you're feeling a little lost, I want you to remind yourself that everything you're experiencing, well, it's designed to get you right in alignment with your destiny. So just tell everything to move on over. because you're stepping into your pace of your life. And we're going to go right back to the phone lines at 1-888-565-1470. And if you're getting a busy signal, you can't get through, hang on. Keep trying, because as I take call after call after call, guess what happens? All the lines start to free up, and I am so ready to just make as many calls happen as possible. We've got quite a bit going on here in the studio. Apparently, we've got everyone running around and jumping through some hoops, but we are going to go right back to the phone lines, 1-888-565-1470, and we're going to go to Ada. Ada, she's in West Palm Beach. Ada, how are you this evening?
Good. How are you, Sarah?
I'm doing great, Ada. How are you doing?
I'm okay.
All right. So we're calling about career. Is that correct? Ready to make a change, but we're not where we want to be in a secondary career. Is that correct?
Correct.
Okay. Because what I'm seeing here is I'm seeing expansion for you, but I'm feeling as if the direction you want to go, I want to go this way. I got to go this way. This is where, shoot, I'm not getting anywhere. Like, gosh darn it, I'm stuck. I'm stagnant. I can't do what I want to do. Is that true? You're feeling really stuck. You're feeling as if you can't get where you want to go. Does that make sense?
Yes.
And you're hitting a lot of roadblocks. And you're thinking like, maybe I made a mistake. Maybe I shouldn't have gone down this road. Is that true?
Yes.
Okay. Patience, my friend. Or as they say, patience, grasshopper. You need to relax. You need to relax and let things unfold. Remember, you're just new to some things. And I know you want a different way of life, but you have to get in the groove of the new entrepreneurial experience that I see that you're opening. Yes, you have a new entrepreneurial experience, yes?
Yes.
And it's not really, it's kind of stuck, right?
Yes.
All right. So I want you to just breathe and trust that it's going to fall into place. I am seeing that really nothing is really manifested from this secondary job, yes?
Correct. But
give it,
I had an offer to start doing that.
Okay. We got two opportunities coming to you. Two opportunities. They tell me two opportunities are coming.
Okay. I had an offer to start doing more of this, but I would have to leave the current job to do
right
the new career.
And you're not ready yet. Remember, Spirit was saying, we're too new. We've got things to learn. We're not ready yet. You're not ready yet to make that leap because you require what you have going at your current job, correct?
Yes. But the other offer, they pay per hour.
Okay.
Plus commission.
Plus commission.
Yes. While I'm still going to be getting trained.
While you're trained, but once you're done being trained, then you're on your own.
I would still be working with them.
But you would not be you wouldn't be getting paid hourly.
It would be for office administrator.
Office administrator in the original place that you want to be building a business, yes?
Yes.
Okay. There's two offers for you. Did someone else make an offer for you?
No.
Okay. Are you part of a mentoringship program there?
Yes.
Okay. Let some things unfold. This is something that you really have to weigh out clearly and make sure you understand exactly what you're signing up for to be sure that you have the stability that you have at your current job before you leave.
Yes.
December 1, there will be change for you. The next 6 weeks unfold and you have an opportunity to make some decisions.
Okay.
December 1 would be change for you. But make sure you understand everything that you're walking away from, be it benefits, everything.
Okay.
Does that make sense to you, yes?
Yes.
Okay. Spirit's telling me you don't have all the information, Ada. All right?
Okay.
Okay. All right, great, my dear. Thank you so much for your call. I trust I've been of service to you.
Yes, thank you.
You're welcome. Bye. 1-888-565-1470. That's the number that gets you right here to Spiritually Speaking with Sarah. And we're going to go right to the phone lines. And let's see, we've got Ginger on the line, and she's in Royal Palm Beach. And then we're going to go to Facebook and see what's going on in Facebook. Ginger, how are you this evening?
Good, Sarah. How are you?
I'm doing great, Ginger. And how can Spirit and I assist you?
I have just a couple questions. First one is I left my current job because it was a toxic environment. So I wanted to know, I guess, what's going to happen. I mean, I've been interviewing, but what's going to happen? You've
been interviewing, and what I see is I'm seeing that there's one interview that's supposed to lead to another interview. Yes, and you were told that there's another interview coming. Yes.
Yes.
Okay. I see another interview at one that you've already interviewed for, but I also see another opportunity coming. I'm feeling that you will have work or position coming into on or around November 10th, November 12th in that neighborhood. This is where I feel like you kind of know where you're landing, or you have a better idea. Maybe you're waiting for some documents to be wrapped up, but I feel like it's a short time. Spirit says, bravo. I get anxiety in that workplace that you just left. I feel like they were sucking the life out of you. Is that true?
Yeah, that's why I left.
Okay. It was a good move for you, and it was a good risk. It's the kind of risk you want to take because you don't want to be holding on to everything that weighs you down and sucks you dry. So there will be a new job opportunity coming for you. I don't want you to really hold on to when. I want you to just trust that it's going to fall in the perfect time, and I want you to do some self-nurturing and some relaxation, all right?
Okay.
And what is your other question, Ginger?
Do you know who my spirit guide is?
Oh, good. Well, now we're on spirit guides. Hold on. Let me go up into that. Well, I have guardian angel. I've got a male spirit guide with you. But I also, Ginger, I have a woman with you who's a relative standing above mother. Mother's mother has passed. This female energy seems to be connected with mother.
Yeah, my grandmother.
Mother, yes. Grandmother steps forward, all right? Grandmother wants you to know that she's with you. I feel like there was a distance or something where we weren't there when she passed. Does that make sense to you?
No, I wasn't there. She was in California.
Yes, there was a distance. She makes me aware that you weren't there when she passed. Like there was a distance, like you didn't spend enough time together before her passing. But she wants you to know she's with you, all right? So this is what I give you. This is what I'm brought to give you, so that she wanted you to know she's with you. And she was very quick to say distance, and she kind of spread her hands like East Coast, West Coast, that kind of vision of distance between the two of you, and that you weren't there. But she's here for you. The spirit guide I have is a male spirit guide, very strong energy with you. Been with you since you were a little girl. I feel like you used to go for walks outside or play in a field or a park or the woods. Where are you originally from, Ginger?
New Jersey.
Okay, so wherever you used to go to the path of the woods or something, or a little clearing that you used to go for a walk. And I'm not saying when you were 2 or 3, maybe you're 8 or 9. Maybe you went on an adventure or something, or a path that led to a beach. I don't know. It's just I see this path of woods. This is when he used to hang with you, when you used to be out on your own in the outside. Does that make sense to you?
Not really. But okay.
Whenever you spend time outside, this is where I see him. All right.
He wasn't a relative or anything?
No, he's not. He is strictly a spirit guide. He is there because he inspired you to want to go on adventures or have an adventurous spirit. And that's what he still inspires you. And he's been with you since you're about 8 or 9. So I don't know if there was a park or a little wooded area by where you lived. Where did you live in New Jersey?
North Jersey. There was a little area.
Okay. Whenever you were out there, he was very close to you. Of course, you're little. You may not pick up on that, but he was inspiring you to, I don't know, be adventurous or look through things. This is how he makes me feel. He is with you, and he's been with you since that age of about 8 or 9. And he's part of the inspirational package that you've come with. It's almost like we're getting a cable package. He's part of your cable package. He's part of the package of spirit guides that are with you, your band of spirit guides that assist you in life, my dear.
Okay.
All right. Okay. All right. Yep. But I'm really glad I was able to just make that brief connection with grandmother energy. Grandmother's with you, and she's looking out for you, my dear. Thank you.
Thank you very much.
You're welcome, Ginger. And have you called the show before? You have, yes?
Yes, I
All
have.
right. Well, thank you so much for continuing to listen to the show, honey. God bless you. Bye.
Thank you. You too. Bye-bye.
1-888-565-1470. That's the number that gets you right here to Spiritually Speaking with Sarah, live on WWNN 1470 AM 95.3 The Talk, and also heard at 1100 AM WWWE in Atlanta. And I've got to go to Joey. And Joey's in Hollandale. Joey, how are you this evening?
I'm doing pretty good, but apparently I'm getting messages for you while I was waiting.
Oh, goodness gracious, Joey. Yes. Well, first of all, let me say happy birthday to you, Joey. I know that you and I are Facebook friends. And
Yes, we are.
so wonderful to know that you just celebrated a birthday, and I'm sure you had a great time. And I see the Ascended Masters with you. You've been doing a lot of work with your masters, and I see the energy of Kuan Yin with you, since we're pulling in
Oh,
spirit
my God,
guides.
Constantly.
But
yes. Just yesterday, she spoke to me, and I was going to give a message for the world. She just told me, be kind to yourself and keep going. That's basically what I saw, and I've been calling all the Ascended Masters. I've been writing down notes of everything that you've been telling me, the Violet Flames. It's the first time I spoke to you.
Wonderful. Well,
And
I'm so excited that Kuan Yin's with you because she brings you universal wisdom and prosperity and love beyond measure. So if I were to say she's been with you very, very close for the past 2 years and is continuing to be a guide for you and being instrumental in your work and what you're bringing forth to the earth as a way shower, as a messenger. Does that make sense to you?
That's very true, yeah, because it's making, in other words, it's making me a little bit more like compassionate towards others. She asks me sometimes to be compassionate towards myself. I've been through challenges like many people have, and we've overcome them to become what we are now.
Yes.
And she actually appeared to me. I didn't know who she really was until I became Reiki 1. She appeared to me in 1996, and we've had a relationship since then. I didn't know who she was. I just knew her as the goddess of love. Back when I was, a little kid, my family used to have one. They used to take the hand and put a wish inside the hand because the hand was replaceable.
Right. Oh, beautiful. Well, that's so wonderful. Well, she is definitely one of your spirit guides. Since we seem to have gotten on the topic of spirit guides, they're all coming in. So I've got to...
Yeah. It was funny because when people were asking you for spirit guides, I said, if I ever ask that question, you're going to feel a lot. I have constantly a house full of spirit guides.
Yeah, well, we do. We all do.
It's and Ascended Masters. They're basically the only one that basically not everybody knows is my dad. Usually is around me or my grandfather or somebody like that. Who passed away kindly at the age of 2. And I say kindly because I spoke to him since the age of 4.
Wow, wow, wonderful, wonderful. And Joey, you have a question.
Do you mind if I share with you the messages that I received for you?
Oh, go right ahead. Let me pull up a chair here and get comfortable. Go ahead.
Okay, there's a little bit it's kind of like a destiny type of thing. I heard first Gypsy Trader, Gypsy Traveler. It's like a guidance that you have that kind of energy with you, and you use it very well. Yeah, you're becoming famous, whether you know it or not. Keep doing what you're doing. Keep the faith and keep the confidence. I mean, I know that you have it, but because eventually what I saw you doing, I saw you like in a business suit. What that tells me is basically that you're going to be doing business, but more like guest spots. I saw you like doing, let's say, a guest interview with Wendy Williams. Let's say, and then eventually you make it to Ellen, and you're found on Instagram. Somebody's going to continuously find you, and you're going to be on TV. Are you ready? Be ready for that.
I was born ready for that, Joey. So we're ready.
I mean, I see when I see a whole like a movie. This is my clairvoyance, and what I see is I see makeup artists. I see people. In other words. Get used to being pampered because basically you're going to be taken care of. Everything is going to be taken care of eventually for you, but it's going to go at a pace that you can handle. It's going to start with, guest appearances, and you're comfortable with that already. You're ready for that. You've been ready. You're like, you got your heels on and you're ready to put the foot on the step up on the stage.
Absolutely. I can't go anywhere without my high heels, Joey. So thank you so much for sharing that inspiration.
That's funny, because that's what I saw. I saw a high heel stepping on a carpet stage.
Yeah, I can't walk barefoot, so, I just have to have my high heels. So, Joey, how can I assist you tonight? What's your question for me?
Basically, my question is, I've done all the homework with everything that I'm doing. I mean, I asked the question last week. They messed up my name, but I left it anyway. about the hurricane, and you were so on target that I actually got scared.
Oh, good Lord. I didn't mean to scare you,
And I
Joey.
did
Well,
send
thank you for coming
of-
back.
At 11 o'clock at night, I go, oh, I remember I do have pictures before the incident happened.
Right.
And I'm like, no, I got scared because I go, oh my God, I got to do this now. But I feel at this point in time, I think I have done all my homework. I've done all my homework as far as relationship is concerned. And I'm in a point in time where I'm in between. I mean, I know the space, the spiritual people, where I know that I'm going to be doing stuff, but I don't know what I want to do now. Now I'm in that in between, and it's okay. That's what I feel.
Right.
What are you receiving the same thing?
I am, but I'm also got a box, and I'm seeing. Do you have a spiritual box, Joey? Do you have a box of letters to God or wishes or something? Do you have a box where you leave bits of information or a meditation box? Because spirit.
I have a box, a tin box that is called. You mentioned that before, and I kind of I let it go. Because I used to have a box and I let it go, and I used to have things that I used to turn over to God that I feel that I wanted Him to handle.
Okay.
And I used to put it in there, but I don't anymore.
Well, interestingly enough, I don't recall what I tell people. So funny that we're right back to something I said earlier. So when a message is repeated, or 1,000 Frenchmen can't be wrong, right? So when something keeps coming up, there's something to be gleaned from that message. And whether maybe we don't need to surrender worries or cares or problems. Maybe it's really more of a holy box or a manifestation box or a creation box. Whereas
I call it a God box.
Right.
I know exactly what you're talking about. I call it a God box, and I have one, and it's made of tin, and it says peace, the word peace on it. I have it right here, and I emptied it out last time. I offered it to the ocean, and I said, "Here you are, God, whatever comes." And then I'm going to start. Am I supposed to use it again?
And actually, they want you to, but it's not so much to write messages for manifestation as possible. But I see you writing little messages that are just maybe not about what you want, but messages for the world. And I want you to channel, the Spirit's telling me to let you channel the masters, channel the messages, write them down, whether it's 1 sentence, 2 sentences, 10 sentences, or 3 pages. Write it, fold it, put it in the box, not to take out, not to show anyone, not to keep reading, just let it go. And then maybe in a few months, open the box and then see what's there. You're going to see the consistency, the congruency of the messages. You're going to see things move forward. It's going to make sense for you. And then I believe these messages are going to lead you to what's next. Remember, what was the question or the statement you made before I brought up the box? We're in the space of the I don't know, but I'm okay with it, but I just don't know what's next. So these writings, without you directing it with your personality, just allowing it to flow, are going to put you in the place of what's next. It's not like you're going to read them and go, oh, I go this way now. The writing will bring forth the energy of the flow that will put you in the place, Joey, that when you go to finally open that box and reread what you've written, you're going to be like, oh, wow, I'm here. Eureka.
Got it.
And it's a message for you and the world.
I did a whole, and it's so interesting that you mentioned the world, because basically, lately, I used to channel the masters every day, but I took a break. I took a hiatus for about a year because I was burnt out of being in trance every day. But I actually been feeling like I needed to come back to it. And lately, every time I read, I never used to look at the news, but for some reason I can't help but see the world the way in the state it is, and it kind of hurts me, and I feel like being helpful with it. As a matter of fact, one of my guides is Lord Melchizedek, and I channel the wand, which I always recently. It'll make sense to you. I brought it to my bed, and I have left it on my altar for a long time. And I felt, Lord Mel, help me, because he kind of calls whatever master I need,
right,
and guide me. And so it's pretty much in alignment with what we're speaking about. To write these writings, I have a lot of writings by them. And I feel that's kind of coming. And, I mean, just because nothing is really happening right now, it doesn't mean that nothing is happening. Something is happening.
Right. Exactly. Exactly. Absolutely, Joey. Absolutely.
Is happening so that I can move to the next step.
Absolutely. Well, thank you so much, Joey.
I just brought it out. I put it here right next to me because I have a nice curio with angels and everything on it. So my place doesn't look like a shop.
Perfect. Well, thank you
But,
so much
no,
for
you're right
sharing
on target
that.
again. You're right on target again. But as far as my stuff with everything else, I'm clear. I've done my homework. Is that the case?
You've done your homework, you've done your healing, you've done your self-observation and recalibration, and everything's lining up for the right partnerships in business, love, experiences. And I also see a move coming for you. Not yet, but there is a move, a physical move of home and residence, okay? So there's something coming
Yes,
for you.
not yet, but I kind of felt that. Now, one more question. I'm sorry before I let you go. I did ask the question specifically about FEMA, and that's specifically about, okay, I feel I've done everywhere. I even contacted Mr. Mark Rubio, the senator who's talking about. Now I can just let that go, let them do it, let God work on it.
Right. Yes.
And
things will
and just
unfold.
move on and just enjoy. In other words, I really want to just fully enjoy.
Enjoy and keep moving forward, Joey, and that will help you.
Okay, same to you, and basically, just
Thank
continue.
you.
You're also working with your masters. Juan Yin is also very close to you, offering you compassion, and if ever you need, I'll share any of my guides with you too.
Well, thank you,
can
Joey.
ask me.
Thank you. I know I love our spiritual community, and I'd love to have you come over to the center sometime, honey. God bless you.
I wish. I'm trying to manifest somebody that'll drive me up there.
You'll get there. You'll get
It
there.
doesn't
We
leave
will.
my mind.
All right, Joey. Thank you. God bless you. Have a good night. All right.
You too.
Bye. 1-888-565-1470. Let's go to Facebook. Let's see what's going on Facebook. I know we've got quite the peeps. And if you are on hold here, just keep holding. We're going to get right back to you. Happy Wednesday. Yes, we have a roommate and it's been a little rough and wants to know what Spirit has for you. Well, Vanessa, first of all, your roommate is helping teach you tolerance. And also, you're not always used to playing nice in the playground with others. So Spirit's telling me that they're teaching you how to be at peace and allow differences. The roommate also has a different vibration. And so we have to have some better ground rules and understanding. Right now, the roommate offers an assistance in the finances and is helping you in the household a bit. So this is something that is good. Learn to work together. And then what I see happening moving forward is that as this moves forward, we'll either agree to agree or disagree. But right now, the roommate needs some more ground rules. We need a little bit more understanding. And this is a relatively new thing for you, Vanessa. So keep moving forward and just let communication come from a place of love and kindness and understand the boundaries. Thank you so much, Vanessa, for your Facebook question. And we're going to line up another Facebook question. And when we come right back at 1-888-565-1470. You be sure to join us on the phone, and we will continue to move forward. We come back, going to Facebook, going right back to the phone. So stay with us, everyone. Do not go away, because we're going to be right back. To life's questions? Then join me, Sarah Spiritual, every Wednesday evening from 5 to 8 p.m. for Spiritually Speaking with Sarah right here on 95.3 The Talk, WNN 1470 AM. See you there.
For the most extensive multicultural array of spiritual products, classes, and healing services in a comfortable and convenient setting, you must visit the Expedito Enlightenment Center in the Habitat Plaza in West Palm Beach. There you'll find the products, services, and spiritual development classes to help you bridge the gap between you and your spiritual connection. Arrange for your own personal spiritual reading with Sarah Spiritual for spiritual insight. The Expedito Enlightenment Enlightenment Center is located at 4047 Okeechobee Boulevard in the Habitat Plaza, West Palm Beach. Call them at 561-682-0955 or online at ExpeditoEnlightenmentCenter.com. For yourself or for a thoughtful gift, there's no better place to visit than the Expedito Enlightenment Center in the Habitat Plaza, Okeechobee Boulevard, West Palm Beach. Call 561-682-0955 or visit them on the web at ExpeditoEnlightenmentCenter.com. Have you ever felt alone, sensing something more is around you, but are unsure how to connect? Do you wonder if your loved ones who are deceased are among you? Sarah Spiritual is a gifted spiritual advisor and medium who can connect you with your loved ones, spirit guides, and ascended beings. Sarah specializes in love, relationships, money, career, health, and healing. She has an uncanny ability to convey the true thoughts and emotions of those around you. For Sarah, life is a spiritual journey, and each situation has a spiritual solution. To contact Sarah for a personal reading, call 561-682-0956 or send an email to sarah@sarahspiritual.com. You can also visit www.sarahspiritual.com for more information. That's 561-682-0956 or sarahspiritual.com. Let Spirit and Sarah raise you up.
Hi, I'm Gina Martell.
I'm Alan Knight.
And you're listening to Spiritually Speaking with Sarah.
I had a feeling. I hope you had a feeling too.
I get them all the time.
Oh, to tune in to our show every Saturday and Sunday afternoon at 5 o'clock on our sister station, WSBR.
Oh, I think that's amazing. And you know what? I think people should listen to their feelings all the time.
I'm in tune to my feelings. Okay. Let's get in tune with Sarah Spiritual right now.
Okay.
Are you looking to heal, shift relationships, and excel in your personal and professional lives? Then call Me Time Healing Center at 561-571-2204, located at 1600 South Dixie Highway in Boca Raton. Me Time Healing offers individual and group therapy, grief and addiction counseling, relationship programs, and e-therapy. For more information, visit me-time-healing.com and reclaim your inner love, power, and peace.
You're listening to Spiritually Speaking with Sarah, your spiritual advisor and medium. Connect with Sarah Spiritual and be in the energy of light. Call Sarah Spiritual now, toll-free worldwide. 1-888-565-1470. 1-888-565-1470. Just ask your questions or message Sarah Spiritual live on Periscope and Facebook.
Back here live on WWNN 1470 AM 95.3 The Talk, and we're spiritually speaking to all of you. And we are so connected across the board, sea to sea, all the nationwide, and we even have some people pop in from out of the country from time to time. Their call gets in, and we're going to go right back to the phone lines. And I have, you know what? Before I go to the phone lines, I promised we were going to go on Facebook. I know that. I promised we're going to go to Facebook. I think someone was asking about a question about mother's health. Yes, Muneka Chula is asking the question about her mom's health. And Muneka, the first thing that I'm seeing is that the rhythm for your mom, the rhythm of the beat, I feel like the mother has anxiety. I feel like your mother also has, there may be something going on in I want to talk about the artery. The artery, there's something blocked or clogged. There's something not quite as clear, sluggish, but it's not as bad as you may think. I'm not seeing that there's something that they're going to have to do as far as surgery is concerned, but I think it's something that's a caution flag in the mother's heart area. I'm also being made aware of changes in the mother's body, changes in the hormones in the mother's body. I'm feeling a lot of anxiety. I'm feeling perhaps there's some thyroid issues going on as well with your mom. So mom is feeling like she's in a bit of out of sync. She's in a bit of a depression. She's not happy where she is, and mother has to take better care of her physical body. Mother's body is toxic. I'm feeling almost like she needs to lose weight and she needs to clear her body. She needs to totally change her way of eating. This will avoid any problems with the heart. That will be something that's lasting and requiring very powerful action. So right now, mother has to keep an eye on those items in her physical body. Mom will be okay. So Evie, don't worry. She's going to be fine. Muneka Chela, thank you so much. All right, we're going to go right back to the phone lines, and then we're going to keep those Facebook questions coming because I know we've got people who have some more questions for me on Facebook. So I've got to go to Adeline. She's been holding for a while, and Adeline is in Delray Beach. Adeline, how are you?
I'm doing good, sir.
Good. And Adeline, how can I help you tonight?
Yes, I would like to know what the state is for me.
Okay. First of all, Adeline, you have a birthday coming up, yes?
Yes.
And so Spirit says that it's been a rough birthday year for you. This year has been very challenging financially, and sometimes you're feeling like you're drowning. You're under this emotional overwhelmed feeling. Is that correct?
Yes.
And Spirit also tells me that you're not feeling supported in your relationships, like love relationship. Is that also correct, Adeline?
Yes.
Yes? And there's a disconnect. Is there a recent disconnect with a love partner right now?
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
Yes.
Okay. So the first thing Spirit tells me is that the person that you were with was not really a good match for you. Does that make sense to you? It was not the best relationship, yes?
Yes.
Okay. Spirit says let it go. They say if you let it go and you trust for your birthday, not on your birthday, but for your birthday year, there's a new opportunity for love. And I'm also seeing additional work. Are you looking for another job, a part-time job, Adeline?
No.
Okay, I'm seeing more work coming to you. So if it's not a part-time job, it's an additional job or a replacement.
Yes, additional job, and then so remember, and then so I was in your house, and then so I was in your place, and then so you see, so I'm gonna have opportunity in October. So they give it to me the opportunity. So and then before the boss keep telling me he wanna see me so he can send me to the training. And then I remember you said before I'm going, let you know, so you can send the Spirit with me.
Yes. Okay. So good. So you're on track. So I'm glad we already started to tell you this before. I just love when Spirit just knows what the heck's going on, because Lord knows I don't know what's going on. I'm just trying to figure things out. So Adeline, there is new opportunity for you. Take it, run with it, move with it. This is an opportunity for expansion.
You're supposed to see me this week. This week is supposed to saw me and talk to me about to see if I'm ready to go to the training.
You're ready to go for the training. Say, I'm in. All right. You should talk to your boss by Friday. That's the sense that I have. All right. And then take that training, because I see you moving up and I see you having an opportunity for some expansion to make you feel better, to make you feel more successful, and to express your creativity. All right, Adeline?
Okay. So for love, what did you say about lover?
Lover, we got to get a new one. Out with the old, in with the new, baby girl. That's what we got to do. All right?
Okay, I see you soon.
All right, honey. Thank you so much for coming by the Expedito Enlightenment Center. God bless you. Bye.
Yeah, I sent somebody for you too.
You did? Thank you. Thank you.
Somebody for you.
All right. Thank you so much for thinking of me. I appreciate that. Thank you.
Always, sir.
Thank you.
Always.
Bye.
Bye-bye.
I'm so lucky because, my whole entire business, and it's going to be 11 years at the Expedito Enlightenment Center, has been built by people just like Adeline, sharing their family and their friends with me. It has basically been a referral business. Everyone shares their relatives, their great-grandmothers to their little kids. So I'm such a blessed girl to have everyone open up their hearts and experiences so that Spirit and I can participate and help you navigate life. And we are going to go right back to the phone lines, and I'm going to get to Jillian. And Jillian is in Boca. Jillian, how are you this evening?
I'm good. How are you?
I'm doing great, Jillian. And how can Spirit and I assist you?
Well, I go to FAU, and I'm a multimedia journalism student. And I've just been feeling like a lot of discouragement because today I sent my, at the University Press, I sent an advisor an email, and I had a typo in my email. He basically told me to go choose another career.
Oh, okay.
And that's what he told me, and he says he's confident that I should choose another career because basically I'm not good enough to be a journalist.
Okay.
And it really hurt me, and I feel like I've just been really discouraged this semester because I feel like I'm always being put down. People feel like my voice is not good enough.
All right. Well, that's some learned behavior. So can we make an adjustment for you? Because, first of all, you are good enough. All right. And I know a lot of journalists, and your professor's probably guilty of this too, but he's not going to tell you that have typos. And I'm also going to tell you that with spell check, sometimes it substitutes words. And yes, so now that's part of going to school, honey. That's part of learning, that we need to pay more attention. And you know what? I send out mailings all the time, and every once in a while, one of my clients will say, Sarah, there's a typo, or today we had the wrong date on something, and it was just something for the show, so we were able to go back in. And by the way, the person who put together this document, and I'm sure he won't mind that I share this with you, the man has a PhD, and he wrote the wrong date, October 10th instead of October 20th. So does that mean he's not smart enough or good enough to work for IBM? Does that mean that he's not smart enough or good enough to be associated with my show? No, honey. That means that we are all human. And we make mistakes, and sometimes we're not paying attention and we're distracted. But what it shows us is that when we work with certain people require a certain mindset and energetic poise, and that we have to be aware of things. But it happens to the best of us. I make mistakes all the time, and I laugh at myself all the time. I have to be the person who makes the most mistakes. And when I used to sing in the beginning, because I had to teach myself to sing, I was off pitch. I was tone deaf. But now listen to my voice. Listen to my enunciation. This is something that can be learned. I might have had the talent of a voice buried inside that I knew, but when you learn to work with your tone, when you learn to work with the tone of your voice, when you learn to work with your facial expressions when you speak, when you learn to enunciate, anyone can teach you how to have the right voice and the right tonality. Are some people a little better in conversational skills? Yes, they are. But with practice, my dear, you can get there. So I'm going to say to you one thing. How bad do you want it? How badly do you want it?
I do want it. It's just that I've been feeling a lot of doubt lately. Sometimes I'm sure I'm not sure if I'm going in the right direction. I do want this, but it's just that there's a lot of mental blockers. When I don't have doubt, I feel so confident, but when the doubt creeps in, it's just
I know.
Am I making the right choice? Am I in the right field?
You are in the right field. You are in the right field. Let's go back a little bit. Do you remember the first time somebody told you weren't good enough? How old were you?
Yeah.
Remember that time?
I was a kid.
That was a kid. I know. We all have that memory. That's why tonight we're talking about lost and found and finding the ways that we got lost so that we can find ourselves again. And you are encapsulating the concept of feeling a little lost because you're losing your direction because there's some old programming, honey, that's popping up. So we want to go to that little girl and we want to talk to her. And we want her to understand that she is good enough. So I want to take just 1 minute. Are you willing to go on a little adventure with me?
Yes.
All right. How old is that little girl? Do you know? About
like 9.
Okay. And do you remember what was said to her in just like a brief sentence? What happened that made her feel out of sorts?
Well, guys would make fun of me, and people would compare me to my twin sister.
Ah, that's rough. All right, so we're going to go to her. So when she was upset, where did she used to go? Mm-hmm. Did she go to her room? Did she go somewhere outside? What was your safe place?
I would just be by myself, and I was just be myself, and I couldn't talk to anybody.
Okay. Well, we're going to go talk to her. You and I, are you ready? So we're going to go to the room where she's sitting. So I want you to see you as you are now, your adult self. I want you to see yourself walking in the room. I want you to see yourself walking towards the little girl. Is she sitting on the bed or sitting on the floor? Where is she?
On the floor.
She's on the floor. So I want you to look at her and have her look at you, and I want you to say out loud, "Can I come in?"
Can I come in?
What does she say?
Yes.
Okay. Go in and sit down next to her. Tell me when you're next to her.
Okay.
Okay. Tell her how wonderful she is.
Oh, you're very wonderful.
And you're so pretty.
And you're very pretty.
And you're unique.
And you're unique.
You have everything you need.
You have everything you need.
And you can do anything you set your mind to.
And you can do anything that you set your mind to.
You don't have to be just like your sister because you're special the way you are.
You don't have to be just like your sister because you're special the way that you are.
And you're going to shine a great light in the world.
And you are going to shine a great light in the world.
And you're going to be a role model for women.
And you're going to be a role model for women.
Tell her that you love her.
And I love you.
Ask her if she wants to come with you to your new life and be a journalist and a reporter.
Do you want to come with me to my new life to be a journalist and a reporter?
What does she say?
She says yes.
She's a little hesitant. So let's tell her a little more so she understands. Tell her that you have made me so courageous.
You have made me so courageous.
And you have made me the woman that I am now.
And you have made me the woman that I am now.
Are you ready to go with me?
Are you ready to come with me?
Is she ready? Have her come with you.
I am ready.
Okay, bring her forth. Is she going to hold your hand or are you going to carry her out of the room?
I'll carry her.
Okay, carry her out. Come on, tell her we're going to have some fun. Let's go to our new life.
We're going to have some fun. Let's enter our new life.
Okay. See what happens is that parts of you are still trapped in the memories of being compared and not good enough. So when you have a professor that's telling you you're not measuring up or you're not good enough to be the person that you wanted to be, you're remembering all of that. And that becomes the block. If I listened to all the people who told me that I couldn't do something, I wouldn't be where I am right now. No matter what it is, if you feel the prompting, the desire to do it inside, then that's the seed that God planted. Do not let another human being and their opinion dictate who you are, because you have your own divine path. Have you and I ever had a session together?
No, I just heard you on the radio last week, and I was like, that's why I was like, wow, I really enjoyed it. Mm-hmm.
Thank you. Well, I hope you come to my center. You can go to sarahspiritual.com And let's do a personal session, and we can help map out what I see coming for you and how we can navigate some of these, well, uncomfortable feelings that you have. I'd love to do a personal session with you. Let's see what we can create. And in the meantime, every time you think of the professor, you say, thank you for the opportunity for me to show you. I'm going to do it anyway. Okay?
Yeah.
All right.
I remember that.
All right, honey. Thank you so much for listening to the show and following it. I greatly appreciate you. And thank you and welcome to the family.
Well, thank you. I appreciate you as well.
Thank you. God bless you. Bye.
God bless you too.
1-888-565-1470. I've got to go to Facebook. I think we've got some more questions right here on Facebook. Let's see what we got going on Facebook. Let's see. Let's see who we've got going on here. I know that we've got quite a few people who are watching us on Facebook, and I'm so glad that we've got you as part of our happy family here. And we've got callers in Atlanta. We've got callers in Royal Palm Beach. We've got callers in Boca. And we're going to get ready to close out our first hour and say goodbye to our friends in Atlanta listening on WWWE 1100 AM. And I'm going to ask that you pop on over on iHeartRadio or the TuneIn app and join us and listen to the rest of the show on WWNN 1470 AM and 95.3 The Talk, because we want to all stay connected for these 3 hours. And I don't know, I'm just kind of thinking that Atlanta and we've got to be one for a full 3 hours, because I don't want to leave you guys when we're not quite done covering everything that we need to cover. We're hearing you in the car. We're with you in the car. We are riding home with you. We're assisting you when you're making dinner. And we are with you when you're just kind of getting your quiet time. And we've got Elizabeth Coulson, and she wants to know if I have any messages for her. She's got a birthday coming up in just a few days. So I say happy birthday, first of all, to you, Elizabeth. And Elizabeth, I am made aware that there is a woman who passed who stands very much close to you, but Elizabeth, this woman seems to be in the female energy above you. Initially, feels like a mother energy. She's also talking to me about birthday for you, a happy birthday message. But she also makes me aware that something about the holidays, December into January, the New Year's energy was important to her, or there was a family tradition that we all did. So she's with you, and she'll be with you during this holiday season. Elizabeth, if you're hearing this on Facebook, then please shoot me a message and give me some information on that, and I will continue to assist you and gather some more information from the female energy who stands right above you, feeling as if she is mother energy, talking about the upcoming holidays for you, Elizabeth. Everyone, if you're here live on WWNN 1470 AM and you're on hold, please don't hang up. WWWE 1100 AM Atlanta, stay with us. Pop on over to NN, and we're going to take a minute, everyone, to hear from our sponsors, and then we're going to come back for the third and final hour. And be sure to pay attention to some of our great sponsors, because Me Time Healing Center is offering opportunities for you to heal within and overcome grief and some of the issues that make us feel out of place. So stay with us, everyone. Do not go away. You know, we're going to be right back.
Door. Do you know me?
Stay tuned for more Spiritually Speaking with Sarah coming up right after the break. Continue the conversation with Sarah Spiritual on Facebook and Periscope. The phone lines are open 1-888-565-1470. That's 1-888-565-1470.
Have you ever felt alone, sensing something more is around you, but are unsure how to connect? Do you wonder if your loved ones who are deceased are among you? Sarah Spiritual is a gifted spiritual advisor and medium who can connect you with your loved ones, spirit guides, and ascended beings. Sarah specializes in love, relationships, money, career, health, and healing. She has an uncanny ability to convey the true thoughts and emotions of those around you. For Sarah, life is a spiritual journey, and each situation has a spiritual solution. To contact Sarah for a personal reading, call 561-682-0956 or send an email to sarah@sarahspiritual.com. You can also visit www.sarahspiritual.com for more information. That's 561-682-0956 or sarahspiritual.com. Let Spirit and Sarah raise you up.
Hi, I'm Sarah Spiritual, the founder of the Expedito Enlightenment Center. I would love for you to visit me at my spiritual oasis located at 4047 Okeechobee Boulevard in the Tree of Life Plaza in West Palm Beach. Come, feel the energy, sample my spiritual sprays and oils, participate in one of my spiritual development classes, and have a personal reading with me, Sarah Spiritual. Let's see what Spirit has to say. You can call the Expedito Enlightenment Center at 561-682-0955. Not local? Visit me, Sarah Spiritual, at sarahspiritual.com for products, classes, and to book your personal session. Would you like answers to life's questions? Then join me, Sarah Spiritual, every Wednesday evening from 5 to 8 p.m. for Spiritually Speaking with Sarah right here on 95.3 The Talk, WNN 1470 AM. See you there.
Now you can get Talk 1470 WNN on 95.3 FM too. Loud and clear. Health and Wealth Radio, WNN. Talk 1470 is WWNN Pompano Beach and 95.3 FM, W237BD Boca Raton. The Health and Wealth Radio Network.
Hi, I'm Gina Martell.
I'm Alan Knight.
And you're listening to Spiritually Speaking with Sarah.
I had a feeling. I hope you had the feeling too.
I get them all the time.
Oh, to tune into our show every Saturday and Sunday afternoon at 5 o'clock on our sister station, WSBR.
Oh, I think that's amazing. And you know what? I think people should listen to their feelings all the time.
I'm in tune to my feelings. Okay, let's get in tune with Sarah Spiritual right now.
Okay.
Are you looking to heal, shift relationships, and excel in your personal and professional lives? Then call Me Time Healing Center at 561-571-2204, located at 1600 South Dixie Highway in Boca Raton. Me Time Healing offers individual and group therapy, grief and addiction counseling, relationship programs, and e-therapy. For more information, visit me-time-healing.com and reclaim your inner love, power, and peace.
For the most extensive multicultural array of spiritual products, classes, and healing services in a comfortable and convenient setting, you must visit the Expedito Enlightenment Center in the Habitat Plaza in West Palm Beach. There, you'll find the products, services, and spiritual development classes to help you bridge the gap between you and your spiritual connection. Arrange for your own personal spiritual reading with Sarah Spiritual for spiritual insight. The Expedito Enlightenment Center is located at 4047 Okeechobee Boulevard in the Habitat Plaza, West Palm Beach. Call them at 561-682-0955 or online at expeditoenlightenmentcenter.com. For yourself or for a thoughtful gift, there's no better place to visit than the Expedito Enlightenment Center in the Habitat Plaza, Okeechobee Boulevard, West Palm Beach. Call 561-682-0955 or visit them on the web at expeditoenlightenmentcenter.com.
Seniors, open enrollment is here. This is the one time of year you can make changes to your Medicare plan. Call Debbie at I Will Advisors. 954-753-8080. 954-753-8080. And have her review your Medicare plan. 954-753-8080.
Talk here. Talk there. Talk 1470 AM and 95.3 FM. The Health and Wealth Radio Network. WNN.
The opinions expressed on the following sponsored program are strictly those of the host, guests, and callers, and not necessarily those of this station, its staff, management, or sponsors.
Welcome back to the third hour of Spiritually Speaking with Sarah, as we continue our uplifting and empowering spiritual discussions to transform your life. A gifted spiritual advisor, coach, and medium, Sarah Spiritual will assist you to connect to the light within and transcend beyond the limits of all possible experience and knowledge. Spiritually Speaking with Sarah is presented by the Expedito Enlightenment Center in the Tree of Life Plaza in West Palm Beach. For the next hour, listen, call in, and watch Sarah Spiritual live on Periscope and Facebook, and share love and light.
Yes, indeed. I'm perfectly aligned with my destiny, and I hope that you're perfectly aligned for our third hour of answering questions and hearing what Spirit has to say. And a matter of fact, we were talking about feeling a little lost in the beginning of the show and out of sorts, and sometimes we feel very much alone. And interestingly enough, we've had quite the line of who's my spirit guide, even here in the studio. It's become quite the conversation. So who is my spirit guide? I know that, our board op has a spirit guide walking with him too, so we'll have to be sure to fill him in on who's walking with him. But I want you all to know that you've got the angels with you. You've got everyone supporting you. And Spirit gave me last night when I was sitting at home a song. And the song that Spirit gave me was a song that was just an inspiration. So we're going to play for you a song that was given to me. It was kind of like that we're not alone and we're on a journey and that angels have us. And it kind of came to me. I was about to do a phone reading and I said, oh my God, I feel the feeling like I want to write a song. And I was like, no, Spirit, I'm on a schedule. I still have another phone reading to do, because when I'm not at the center and people are out of the state or not close enough to come to the center, I do personal sessions on the phone and via Skype. So I was like, no, I need 30 minutes. And the feeling just went away. It was kind of interesting. And then the minute I was done, I got that bubbly feeling like I got to go write a song. So what you're going to hear is my 4-minute wonderful song that Spirit gave me to share with all of you, special for tonight, about that we're really not alone. And then it's a journey, and sometimes we're going to feel down, but it's going to be okay. So take a listen to what Spirit has, and then we're going to go right back to the phone lines.
There will be times when
Yes, indeed. The angels, they're all with us. And that's Spirit's message to all of you. So if you've been feeling any of those emotions and feeling a little lost and you don't know where you're going, hang on just a little longer. The angels, they've got you. They've got you so much. And yes, Stacy Joe just gave me a message. Stacy Joe from the Healing Me Time Healing Center does some great work. And please visit me-healingtime-com and visit their website. And we are very, very excited to have them as one of our sponsors. So thank you, Stacy Joe, for that message that just popped up on my screen. Just absolutely love our wonderful sponsors, and they do amazing, amazing work at Me Time Healing Center. And we are going back to the phone lines, 1-888-565-1470. And the phone lines are hopping, so I've got to make a move here and get some action going. We're going to Atlanta. We got Shanita on the line. Shanita, how are you this evening?
Oh, I'm great. How are you?
I'm doing great, Shanita. What's your question for me in spirit?
My question was, I've been married now for 12 years, and me and my husband were, he's just starting his career out, and my question is about us having children.
Okay.
That I really want children, but something telling me that we're not going to have children.
Okay. So what power do you want to give? The voice that says we're not having children, or the voice that says I want children?
The one that I want children, but...
Okay, remember, we collaborate with the universe. We send the energy out into the universe. What we send out to the universe, it mirrors back. Now, I understand that perhaps you're feeling that you're moving up in age. Maybe you're starting to wonder, am I going to be able to? Is it going to be possible? Maybe we've put it off too long. But Spirit tells me that in the month of the 4 of the 2018 year, now, you have to make the active choice to help this along, my dear. So in the active month of the 4, I'm feeling energy of pregnancy or time to get pregnant. So next year, 2018, offers that opportunity. I know we're still settling. Husband put in a lot of time, energy, and money into creating his career. Is that correct? A lot of investment, yes?
Yes.
And he's kind of this kind of guy that's got to worry about all the details, right? Good Lord. He's got to make sure everything's all lined up. Can't bring another kid into this world till us we got our finances straight. Got to make sure we got everything. Oh, he exhausts me just listening to him in his head. But I want to tell you this, honey. There are children coming for you. I do see a child coming for you, and it is in the energy of a potential pregnancy. Remember, you have free will in the 2018. The month of 4, the April month, kind of opens that up. And who knows, you might be calling me back in May saying, guess what? I got pregnant in April. But I have that energy. Hold the vibration. Now, knowing that that's a desire, then I tell anyone who wants to nurture an unborn child in their physical body, be it the mother or the potential father, then do what we know to do to take care of self, physically take care of self. Remove as many toxins from the body. Pay attention to how we nurture body. And that will allow us to create a nice environment. And don't fall victim to the you're getting older, infertility is on the rise. This is all things that are being fed to us that does not have to be your story. Not everybody's story is the same. So I caution you on feeling that fear. I do feel that the marriage has had some moments of distance, and then you kind of come in together. So you two have an understanding. You've learned to give each other space in the relationship, yes?
Yes.
And this has been very important for the survival of the relationship when both of you are getting stressed, because you both tend to get a little stressed. True? Mm-hmm. Yes.
Very.
Yes. And the minute I heard your voice, I wrote the word love, because there's a lot of love around you. And I knew you were going to talk about love or a love relationship. And the love relationship.
That's my name, too.
That's your name?
Yeah, my name is Lovette. Shanita Lovette.
Oh.
My mom called me Love.
Well, guess what? All right. Here we go, everybody. Into the camera we go. Love. Okay? I'm showing them all on the camera. Love. So the minute I heard your voice, I wrote the word love. I've got this energy of love. Now I know it's your name. Thank you so much for sharing. I love confirmation. See how the angels are just so spot on? My angels are never wrong. They know exactly what they're talking about. I just love that. So I do see growth in the relationship. And I see that you've made some shifts and some changes in your career life too. You've made some adjustments. Is that true?
Yes.
Okay. I see growth coming. I see growth coming for you. I feel like you're starting to find your rhythm of work and career and get that passion for yourself. And is there a goal, desire for your own business? Because I see your own business, love.
I haven't really. I started a cake business, but I kind of got out of that, so I went back to school because I want to be in the IT field.
Okay. So you might do something. You have your own business in an IT field one day, but I see business for you. I feel like you do well as an entrepreneur. Maybe cakes weren't selling. They weren't as. You didn't have so many hot cakes going on, but that's okay. We'll get you a new cake business or a new business. It'll be good. All right. Shanita, how did you hear about the show?
Well, actually, I called in last week. That was my first time hearing it. I just ran across it on the radio, and I was just listening to the show.
Yes.
And I just got real interested, so now I make sure I tune in every Wednesday.
Thank you. Yeah, it's easy to get hooked in the vibration of spirit. So you're listening in Atlanta, is that correct?
Yes.
At 1100 a.m., is that where you found us?
Yes.
Well, good. Thank you.
I don't even know how I got on it.
We're divinely guided, honey. Everybody brings us. So now I want you to call your friends and say, listen, you got to check out Sarah Spiritual on WWWE 1100 AM Atlanta, because it's such a great experience to be connected to all of you in Atlanta. And I've been making some plans. Of course, not everybody knows it, but I'm going to tell you, somehow I'm getting myself to Atlanta. And we are going to do a live something there. I don't know how yet or when, but I have made the intention to the universe. So maybe it's not before Christmas, but right after Christmas, road trip. We are going to Atlanta. So start lining up everybody listening to the show, and then I'll be sure to visit everyone, and we'll have a great time.
Oh, wow. Okay.
Great. All right. We're going to make an offline plan. I've got your number on my board, so I'll be calling you. You're going to be my PR person. What do you think?
Yes, cool.
Let's do it. Let's take over Atlanta. Let's see what we can do. All right, and then by then you'll have an idea for your business, I'm sure. If not, Spirit will give it to you right when I'm there. And good choice in the IT, sweetheart. It's good for you because I know that you're very loyal, you're very dedicated, you're very organized, and you like to work directly with all of the details. So I feel that you're going to be a very great asset to the company that you work for. So thank you so much for listening to the show. I really appreciate you, and thank you for remembering to tune in every Wednesday from 5 to 8 p.m. I greatly appreciate that.
Thank you so much.
You're welcome, honey. God bless you. Bye. How cool is that? Her name is Love. I just love my job. All right, going right back to the phone lines, and I've got Shirley, and Shirley is in Boca. Shirley.
Hi, how are you?
I'm good, Shirley. And you know what? It's so interesting. I've got all of my October babies calling me.
Right.
So,
October 22nd.
October 22nd. So, all right. I didn't get to sing to all of my other happy birthday people, but we'll give you a little bit here. Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday, dear Shirley. Happy birthday to you and all the other Octobers. Okay.
Oh, thank you so much.
You're welcome. What's your question for us tonight?
Yes, I'm calling because I've been feeling a little lost as far as career choices and what I should do. I've just been feeling down and lost completely.
Okay. We tried something and then it didn't work out. Did we start school and stop school or start a certification? This is what I see. I see a wall come down like, we're going. Crash.
And then I stopped.
Yes, okay. Because you weren't sure that's what you wanted to do, Shirley. And I think you were doing something because somebody made you feel like that's what you're supposed to do.
My mother.
Okay.
She wanted me to be a nurse.
I know. Thank you, Mother.
I went to school for nursing. It wasn't my passion. I dropped out and I registered again and just dropped out again. And I'm completely lost.
Right.
Completely.
Well, what about nursing appealed to you? Was something appealing to you?
I love taking care of people. I love helping. I just love it. It's my passion. But I just don't feel like nursing is the right career choice for me.
All right. So what about some type of tech work, ultrasound tech, something like that. What does that require?
That sounds pretty nice. It sounds pretty good. I just love helping people.
Right. It's in the same industry. You could also go into, healing arena, massage therapy. That's something else. If we like to help people, we're in the healing energy. That's something that can be of assistance to you. Or you could do something where you work helping young adults, because I feel as if you've learned a lot from your journey of life and you had to overcome your share of obstacles. Is that correct?
Yes.
And so you have a lot to offer people. So look at smaller certification programs. I feel as if you feel overwhelmed by the concept of nursing, overwhelmed by the mathematical equations that one must have at their fingertips. I don't feel like math is your better subject. Is that true?
You're right.
Okay. Well, hey, I'm not going to point any fingers because Sister Sophie will tell you I am special in math. So may you rest in peace, Sister Sophie. Thank you for that lovely programming when I was in the 3rd grade. But what I see here is that there's something else for you that's not as regimented and strict. And I also feel there's a lot of blood and gore and things associated with nursing that you don't want to have anything to do with.
No, I don't.
Some
I
kind
really
of
don't.
tech work or some behind the scenes work, maybe some kind of coding program having to do with billing for the healthcare industry. Look at the industries that are of health and wellness that you may be able to be administrative as opposed to hands-on. So look at those aspects and look for a 1-year program, an 18-month program, a 6-month program, because you also don't like being in school much.
No.
I know.
I don't.
I know.
I don't.
So we can't do that. So what was your mother thinking? Mom, what were you thinking?
But you know what's crazy? I was a great school student throughout high school. I had perfect grades. It's just I fell off track when she was just, oh my gosh, you have to be a nurse. You have to be a nurse. And I just fell off track completely.
Right. And you know surely why she did that. She did that because it's a profession where you'll always have a job.
Right.
You know, you can make a decent living. That was her reason for doing that. But there are areas that you can do. And, you know, sometimes when we come out of high school, we lose that momentum. Like even a lot of college students, they go in their first year of college and they suddenly feel like they lost the magic they had in high school. So I feel like you lost a little self-belief, and now you have to find a program. So sit and look at some of the certification programs, run a search online, go to the local colleges, see what their offerings are, and find something. And Shirley, you're only in Boca. I hope that you come up to the Expedito Enlightenment Center and have a personal session with me, Sarah Spiritual.
No problem.
And let's help pick out exactly what you're going to be when you grow up, and then we'll get your mom's blessing. Okay.
Thank you so much.
You're welcome,
and
Shirley.
I also have another question for you.
Yes.
I'm not. Am I with my soulmate? I'm pretty sure I am.
When's your boyfriend's birthday?
January 31st, 1983. Husband.
Okay.
Yes.
Yeah, you can keep him. I'm not seeing a trade-in. I'm not seeing a trade-in. You know, he gets a little more moody than you are, and sometimes he tries not to rock the boat. Don't rock the baby. Don't rock the boat, right?
Oh, boy.
So sometimes you run over him. So every once in a while, you need to soften it a bit because, you know, he doesn't always like to tell you that you're acting crazy, but you act crazy, girl.
I know. I know.
You're a crazy girl, I'm telling you.
And it's crazy because I tell him this all the time. I said, just so you know, you in it for life.
Yeah, well, all right, but you're making it sound like a prison sentence, like, you know, he's in like solitary confinement or something. So he is in it by life, by choice. I see a lot of love there. And just remember to let him voice his opinion a little bit more and give him a little more space. Stop making all the decisions. Let the poor guy have a say. Oh, I know.
So
you're welcome. I'm in your house already. I scoped it out, and
you were spot on.
Yes.
Thank you.
You're welcome, honey. God bless you, and I hope to see you at the Enlightenment Center. Visit sarahspiritual.com. All right.
Thank you. Thank you so much.
You're welcome.
Good night.
Bye. Good night. 1-888-565-1470. And we're going to go right to the phone lines. I've got Jacqueline, and she's in West Palm Beach. Jacqueline, how are you this evening?
I'm good, Sarah. How are you?
I'm doing great. And how can Spirit and I assist you?
Well, leading with your theme today, a lost and found, like you said. So, what I've been asking for and praying and everything that I do is like, I feel like it's just like right there.
Right. But it's not here yet.
It's like, am I getting off track, or do I just need to be more patient, or what Spirit has to say to me about that?
Everything's a matter of timing. And I feel as if coming into the request of assistance from the spirit realm, that you were very scattered and you were dissatisfied with a lot of different things in life. And you had to kind of center yourself. And you finally got back in center. Is that correct?
Mm-hmm.
You got back to basics, got back to a little bit of praying, got back to listening to your guides, talking to your guides. You were kind of running on empty for a while. Is that correct?
Yes, it got to that feeling.
Yes, yes. And that was about 7 months ago, in the very beginning of the year. Is this true?
Yes.
Okay. So now we're back on track. You do have very strong guides that also make me aware that you are actually meant to do some of the work that I do. You're meant to assist people in a spiritual realm. You are aware of that, aren't you?
No.
You get a lot of messages from your spirit guides, and you get messages in your dreams. Yes, Jacqueline?
I was not aware.
Okay, they're working with you in your dream state.
Okay.
Take a glass of water and put some salt in it, kosher salt, by your bed, clears the energy. Let's see if you start to remember some of the dreams. But you ever feel like you went on a trip in your dreams and you come back and you're like, I don't know, I just feel like something happened, but I don't know what?
Yes.
Okay.
I don't remember.
You're astro traveling. You're doing a lot of learning and some higher learning, and you're very, very intuitive. Now, that doesn't mean you're going to do exactly what I do, but I feel that you're very good with people, but you're very impatient with yourself.
Yes.
Stop being so hard on yourself. You are looking to generate some finances, and you're looking for some financial growth in work as well. Is that true?
Yes.
I see the finances increasing, and I feel that you're going to have the assistance of someone who's going to help you with the project that you're trying to get accomplished. And they're going to work with you, so it's not as overwhelming. I think you're thinking you've got to eat the whole elephant at once as opposed to a bite at a time.
Okay.
All right? But it is coming, and I think you're seeing evidence that you're making movement. You're just not there yet.
Right.
Okay.
Right.
It is coming for you.
Okay.
It is coming. All right,
One
Jacqueline?
more thing.
Yes.
Do you know how my mom's health is?
Mom's birthday, please.
11/16/39.
Was there in and out of hospital before? Yes?
Yes.
Okay.
Yes.
Yes, so I see in and out of hospital, in and out of hospital. I feel like they treated her for multiple things. Yes, we also have breath, breathing. Did she have a pneumonia of some kind?
No, it's with the heart, cardiovascular.
Cardiovascular. Okay, I've got breath, I've got breathing. Watch her because I have a hint of that vibration of pneumonia. I'm not making the power suggestion, but I've got breath and breathing. I've got pneumonia. We've got to be careful that she does not get that. I don't know if she's been vaccinated for that. And again, I have my own opinion on things like that, but just keep an eye on that. That's a weak spot for her. And there's a bit of an enlargement there. Is that also true?
Yes.
Okay. Again, but she's holding her own there. She's on some type of medication, yes, and it's very important for Mother not to get very nervous. Mother gets very nervous. Is that true?
Well, she keeps a lot to herself.
She gets internally a lot of nervousness I see here with her, all right? But right now the health is holding its own. I feel like they've got the right combination of meds to assist her, heart area and lungs. This is where they take me, heart, lungs. This is what we keep an eye on, all right? Okay. Make sure she's eating properly and she has the right vitamins. I'm a big fan of vitamin C, big fan of vitamin C, big fan of vitamin B. All right? So keep her well vitamized and she'll be fine. All right. Thank you so much for following the show, Jacqueline, and thank you so much for your questions.
Always. Thank you, Sarah.
Thank you, honey. God bless you. Bye.
God bless you. Thanks.
Bye. 1-888-565-1470. We've got Jensen Beach, we've got Royal Palm Beach, and we have questions on Facebook. And when we come back from hearing from our sponsors, I've got to go right to Facebook and right to the phone lines. We've got a little more time to answer questions, so stay with us, everyone. Pick up the phone and join us at 1-888-565-1470. 565-1470. Stay with us. Don't go away, because you know we're going to be right back. Hi, I'm Sarah Spiritual, the founder of the Expedito Enlightenment Center. I would love for you to visit me at my spiritual oasis located at 4047 Okeechobee Boulevard in the Tree of Life Plaza in West Palm Beach. Come, feel the energy, sample my spiritual sprays and oils, participate in one of my spiritual development classes, and have a personal reading with me, Sarah Spiritual. Let's see what Spirit has to say. You can call the Expedito Enlightenment Center at 561-682-0955. Not local? Visit me, Sarah Spiritual, at sarahspiritual.com for products, classes, and to book your personal session.
For the most extensive multicultural array of spiritual products, classes, and healing services in a comfortable and convenient setting, you must visit the Expedito Enlightenment Center in the Habitat Plaza in West Palm Beach. There, you'll find the products, services, and spiritual development classes to help you bridge the gap between you and your spiritual connection. Arrange for your own personal spiritual reading with Sarah Spiritual for spiritual insight. The Expedito Enlightenment Center is located at 4047 Okeechobee Boulevard in the Habitat Plaza, West Palm Beach. Call them at 561-682-0955 or online at expeditoenlightenmentcenter.com. For yourself or for a thoughtful gift, there's no better place to visit than the Expedito Enlightenment Center in the Habitat Plaza, Okeechobee Boulevard, West Palm Beach. Call 561-682-0955 or visit them on the web at expeditoenlightenmentcenter.com.
Hi, I'm Gina Martell.
I'm Alan Knight.
And you're listening to Spiritually Speaking with Sarah.
I had a feeling. I hope you had the feeling too.
I get them all the time.
Oh, to tune in to our show every Saturday and Sunday afternoon at 5 o'clock on our sister station, WSBR.
Oh, I think that's amazing. And you know what? I think people should listen to their feelings all the time.
I'm in tune to my feelings. Okay, let's get in tune with Sarah Spiritual right now.
Okay.
Have you ever felt alone, sensing something more is around you, but are unsure how to connect? Do you wonder if your loved ones who are deceased are among you? Sarah Spiritual is a gifted spiritual advisor and medium who can connect you with your loved ones, spirit guides, and ascended beings. Sarah specializes in love, relationships, money, career, health, and healing. She has an uncanny ability to convey the true thoughts and emotions of those around you. For Sarah, life is a spiritual journey, and each situation has a spiritual solution. To contact Sarah for a personal reading, call 561-682-0956 or send an email to sarah@sarahspiritual.com. You can also visit www.sarahspiritual.com for more information. That's 561-682-0956 or sarahspiritual.com. Let Spirit and Sarah raise you up.
Are you looking to heal, shift relationships, and excel in your personal and professional lives? Then call Me Time Healing Center at 561-571-2204, located at 1600 South Dixie Highway in Boca Raton. Me Time Healing offers individual and group therapy, grief and addiction counseling, relationship programs, and e-therapy. For more information, visit me-time-healing.com and reclaim your inner love, power, and peace. Would you like answers to life's questions? Then join me, Sarah Spiritual, every Wednesday evening from 5 to 8 p.m. for Spiritually Speaking with Sarah right here on 95.3 The Talk, WNN 1470 AM. See you there.
You're listening to Spiritually Speaking with Sarah, your spiritual advisor and medium. Connect with Sarah Spiritual and be in the energy of light. Call Sarah Spiritual now, toll-free worldwide, 1-888-565-1470. 1-888-565-1470. Just ask your questions or message Sarah Spiritual live on Periscope and Facebook.
Have we met before? Yes, indeed. Do you know my voice? This is the voice of Sarah Spiritual on Spiritually Speaking with Sarah. And we are live here on WWNN 1470 AM 95.3 The Talk. And we're spiritually talking to all of you. And we've got a Facebook question here for me, I believe. Let's see who we've got going on here. Let's see. What do we have popping up here? I think we have a question. Oh, yes, from JJ. Jennifer Jackson wants to know, how am I going to handle life and what do I have to focus on? JJ, purpose and career is very important for you at this time. It's time for you to set the goal and the intention for the next 10 years. I know that sounds like a lot of time, but you're laying the groundwork for a future in your career and a depth in career that leads to your purpose. You are very grounded and you're very connected to people and you're very emotionally aware of other people's feelings. And this is something that is going to allow you to be of service to other people. So JJ, focus on career and discovering purpose. This will find you joy and make life go a little bit more easily. Let's see if we have any other Facebook questions. And while we're pulling those up, I'm going to go right to the phone lines. And I've got Lenny, and Lenny is in Jensen Beach. Lenny, how are you?
Hi, Sarah. I am fabulous. How are you?
I'm doing great, Lenny. And how can Spirit and I assist you tonight?
Oh, so this month has been quite a daring month for me after 3 months of doing my business real well and everything else. So I was wondering what's going on. What can you tell me and what can Spirit guide me with?
Well, I feel like the business has been was very busy. It kind of hit the ground running and then it kind of plateaued. Is that correct?
That is correct.
All right. We're in a holding pattern right now. A part of it was a reaction to the energy of the shift in the earth on the planet, a shift in the hurricane. So some of this had nothing to do with what you were creating or not creating. It was just a reaction. It's almost like someone hit the pause button on planet Earth and everything came to a stop. Also, Spirit needed you to regroup, recenter, reconnect with people that you know, people that you love. You weren't doing enough for you. You had been on the go, 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 and you needed the time to rest. You haven't been taking care of Lenny. You haven't been healing Lenny and focusing on Lenny. You may have had some fun, but you haven't been doing the self-care that you know to do. And now is an important time. I don't know if there's an issue in the sugar or the blood sugar, but they take me to the physical body and they're telling me, oh, careful with the blood sugar. So that's something that you want to watch. I don't know if that's something you monitor, but it's something for you to take note of so that it does not become a major problem. I also see that the mother energy is around you. Your mother who passed is around you.
No.
And you've been feeling her a lot more. Is that correct?
That is correct.
And did you feel as if, I feel like there was a pet name for you, Lenny? You had a pet name? There's like a short name I hear. It doesn't sound like your name unless she called you Lena. I don't know.
Giza.
Okay, Giza, because there's a different name than Lenny that I hear. Okay, I hear that you might have felt like she called you, or you thought you saw her standing in the hallway.
Oh my goodness. No, but I do feel her presence all the time.
Her presence is there with you, supporting you. And I think in some of this downtime of busyness, it's almost as if there's a portal of energy. Is the birthday anniversary right around this time? I'm not sure, but I feel like there's a veil thinner.
No. She passed 2 months ago. This month would have been a month of a birthday for her younger sister.
Okay.
That was an important thing for us.
Okay.
For this month.
Okay, but also if she just passed 2 months ago, it was like 2 months ago was like a year or two to her passing.
Right.
That's part of that portal.
2 months.
Right, that's part of that portal because I feel like there's a birthday anniversary right around now. This is the energy. This made it easier for her to come to you. And I feel like you just recently made one of her ate one of her favorite dishes.
Yes.
Okay, because she's making me aware of the food, and she's like, that was good, right? So she really, really liked that. I was so excited and expressive. I just hit my microphone. But it was really good, and she's very much around you.
Very good.
And business will pick up. November 3rd, 4th, 5th, bang, you're on track again. So another 2 weeks of some quietness. Use the time for rest. Use the time for evaluation of marketing strategies for business. And then you're going to move forward. All right?
Okay. Okay. Very good.
All right,
Yes,
Lenny,
that's-
thank you so much
that's
for listening to the show and following. And I'm so happy to give a message to you about your mom. I'm so glad that she's there with you.
Thank you, Sarah. This is wonderful. I really appreciate
You're
it.
welcome. God bless you. Bye.
Okay. Thank you. Bye-bye.
1-888-565-1470. And we're going to go right back to the phone lines. I've got Steve, and Steve is in Royal Palm Beach. Steve, how are you tonight?
I'm good, thank you.
Good, Stephen. And how can Spirit and I assist you?
Well, I feel kind of selfish because mine is basically my finances.
That's cool. That's fine.
Well, it mainly revolves around my wife had a really bad car accident about a year and a half ago, and she had to have surgery on her spine because of it. So we lost our second income in the process. And I've had to pick up while we're waiting for this, court settlement situation to work itself out. And, the insurance company is not being very helpful at any point. So I seem to be the sole provider. And initially I kept saying, don't worry, everything's fine. Everything will work out. But my question is this gonna end soon? And will we come back to where we were financially, or are we going to get back what we lost?
Well, first of all, it's really hard to lose the quality of life that has shifted for you and your family as far as your wife's health. Dramatically. And, it's really difficult because no one can put a price tag on something like that. And by the time we pay doctors and lawyers, what is there really left? No matter how much they give you, they seem to manage to spend all the money before you even have put it into your hands to restore.
Well, we've done a really good bit of that, and I'm disabled myself, so it's we were already in a position.
Right.
I'm a disabled veteran, so it's very difficult at this time.
It is very difficult. And I see that there's going to be resolution. It's getting time for them to wind this down because all of the technical work that has to be done for your wife, the surgery, a lot of the initial rehabilitation, the diagnoses, the outcomes, this has all been lined up now. And this has all the evaluations have all come to an end. Is that correct?
Yeah, she's actually back looking for work because we can't wait any longer.
Exactly. Exactly. And she'll find something. There is some work for her. She does have to watch because, the body is not the same and she's actually still healing within. But what I do see is that she's going to find some part-time work, nothing overly strenuous, because she does have to move. I feel like she can't quite stay in one position for long periods of time. Is that correct?
Exactly.
Okay.
Exactly.
What I also see here is that because everything's wrapped up, I feel as if the lawyers are still arguing back and forth. So you have to push your lawyer to pick a number that we can all live with and put it forth. They're getting ready to try to close out as many cases as they can coming in the end of 2017. So I'm going to set this energy. I'm going to tell you something that might sound a little further out than you want, but they're kind of putting me in the month of February. In the month of February, I want to give you a check. I want to say we've closed it out. It's on the direction of you and your wife with the lawyer to kind of push it out. Even if, sometimes we quibble over 5,000, 10,000, get it done because something closes the chapter, also allows you to heal emotionally from this and move forward. When I take you into the month of February, I feel like we're a little closer to whole. I also feel that in many ways, this has brought you and your wife even closer because you had to band together. It also taught you that you can live with less and have less and still find some way of, I don't want to use the word survive, but handle life and still find some joy and recognize the love in the relationship. This is true, yes?
Very much so. I mean, I've loved her since the first day I'd met her, but it's been really difficult. Especially, she keeps worrying that we're gonna do this and we can't do that, and
Right.
we're waiting for there are so many things to worry about.
Well, you know what? Don't
know,
worry. Don't worry, because that disrupts the flow. Stand in the energy of saying, I am blessed and my wife is blessed. We are blessed. Therefore, everything we desire, everything we need will be provided. And we stand in the knowing and we claim the birthright of abundance. And we do not get caught in the illusion of any illness or disruption or negative actions or obligations, because they are just illusions of the physical world, and that the spirit and the birthright are stronger, and the power of God is stronger than anything that comes to us in the world. Recenter yourselves in that, just like you would recenter one in the marriage vows for a second wedding. Recenter yourself in the belief that all that you need will be provided, and anything that you feel in the physical world you cannot handle, that you pass it over to the angels and God, and you say, in this moment of now, I release this knowing that all will be provided and it will be fulfilled to the highest good for me and my family. And that's how you look at it. Now, I know that sounds kind of like easy to say when we're in a panic, and I understand the panic that you felt, but together you guys can navigate this. It is just a short period more. Set the intention that this is closed and settled coming at the end of 2017, which, by the way, is about 2.5 months away. So see that being closed so that by the time they cut the check and everything, you have it in the beginning of the year. And then we're moving forward from this experience. And do not waver from those words and that intention. Does that make sense to you?
It does. Do you see us having to go to, I'm not sure if you can, but do you see us having to go to court in order to close this, or settling this just without that?
Well, it's possible if your lawyer learns to be a little more conversational. Court is a whole nother ball game, and of course then you have a jury, and I think if you had a jury you might actually even do better, but that's a gamble. And any lawyer will tell you that it's a gamble. Yeah, it's a gamble. So
we could lose tremendously, and that would be extremely negative with what we put into it. We actually took, there are loans, and there are a lot of people with their hand out right now waiting.
I understand that, but look at it this way as well. The gamble may not be in the fault, because that I feel that, you will be rewarded because the other person, there's fault there. But what I do see is that sometimes we win and then they can appeal, and this perpetuates it. So see what your lawyer can do to settle this, trusting that something else will come. Whatever you don't receive through the process, something else will come to bring it to you in a different way. All right? Trust this process.
Thank you.
And you are in Royal Palm, so pop on over to the Expedito Enlightenment Center. Perhaps either you or your wife would have a session with me. I'd love to explore this with you a little bit more, and we can strategize, and I can give you some prayers to do that help assist shifting the energy, all right?
Okay, thank you very much.
Thank you so much, Stephen. And how did you hear about the show?
My wife.
All right.
Facebook.
We'll tell her thank you so much for following the show, and welcome to our family, Steve.
Thank you. You have a great evening.
You too. Bye.
Bye-bye.
1-888-565-1470. I'm going to go right back to the phone lines, and I am going to talk to Patty. And Patty, well, Jiminy Cricket's Patty's in Fort Lauderdale, right down the road from where I am in Boca. Patty, how are you this evening?
Hi, Sarah. I love your show. You're absolutely amazing. I'm loving everything I'm hearing.
Thank
what
you
you're
so
saying
much.
And what you're doing. It's It's wonderful.
How can I assist you tonight, Patty?
I don't know. I just have a bunch of things. I just basically, I've lost quite a few loved ones recently, and I seem like I have this black cloud over my head.
Yeah.
And I was just wondering, is there a light at the end of the tunnel?
There is. Lost and all alone. You really feel kind of by yourself. 2 people passed in a year. Is that correct?
3, actually.
2 close together, because they're giving me 2 people. I've got 2 people who stepped forward for you.
Very close together.
Okay.
Yes.
All right. Like a month or 2 apart or something?
Probably closer than that. Yes.
Okay. 2 weeks apart. I mean, because they're giving
basically the 28th and the 5th.
Okay. All right. Because I see 2 right close together, like they went one and then the other. It's almost like I'm coming with you. Does that make sense?
Yeah.
And they were connected in family. Is that correct?
Yes, through me. Yes.
Okay. So I've got them coming, and they're both standing right with you. It's like, not that you don't miss the other loved one that came through, but the two that are close together, they're like, oh, how's she going to do it without us? I mean, they were like your go-to people or something. There's something very close to the energy between the two of you, or a string of energy. I see them standing with you. And then there's a gentleman who stands back. Was there a male who passed as well?
Yes.
Okay. He stands back for me. So when I have him stand back, it's like he knows you've got this, and he's quiet. He stands back and he's quiet with me. So I feel like he's like the observer, like he's still taking in that he's vibrationally there, and like he left in a way that he wasn't ready to leave. Does that make sense to you?
Oh my gosh, yes.
Okay. So he wasn't ready to go. He's like, but I'm here now. So he's there and he's kind of watching. He's got a very serious face on. That doesn't mean that he's not supporting this, but I have them. They both recently passed in a short time, so their energy isn't as strong as I'd like to give you more information. And we're winding down on time, Patty, but I have the three people. The two are right there. They're your tag team. They're your tag team, and you talk to them all the time. I know you've talked to all three, but you're talking to them. You're walking around the house and you're talking to them, yes? And one was a female very, very close to you, and she's there, and she's part of the conversation. So if you would shut up for just a minute when you're done talking and be still, you're going to feel her. You're going to get a sign. She's right there with you. She's giving me flowers. She's giving me flowers to give to you. There's something about flowers that were important to her, but she's giving me a bouquet of flowers to you because she makes me feel as if there's a celebration that was important to the family, or a celebration connected with her that she wants to celebrate with flowers. I don't know if you used to send flowers or give flowers, but flowers usually represent love and connection with the family member for me, and or a celebration. But she's bringing you a bouquet of flowers. The flowers seem white, so that makes me think of purity and light, and she brings this to you. I'm also made aware that one of them came to you in the dream state, the male energy. Did you have a dream with him right around the time he passed, please?
You know, I don't know. I have crazy dreams every night, so I can't really recall. But
he makes me feel as if he tried to say goodbye to you in the dream state. Like I feel like you weren't there when he passed. Does that make sense to you?
Yes.
Okay. So he said goodbye to you in the dream state while he was astroplaning to the next dimension. He did. He came through to you. I hope I've been of service to you, Patty. You are most certainly not as alone as you think you are. Many loved ones with you, many spirit guides with you.
Okay.
I'm also very much made aware of the fact that you are getting ready to make a shift of a more fulfilled life for yourself.
Really?
All right.
That would be awesome.
There's a different way of life for you. There's a project or a purpose, a passion, something coming forth. You like to be of service to people. You took care of people for a good part of your life. Is that true?
Oh my gosh, yes.
Okay. So now there's something in service you can do, but they'll be a little more rewarding instead of, like, I feel your shoulders have been very heavy with responsibility. So it's time for you to do something that fulfills you, Patty, and makes you feel excited. All right?
Okay. Thank you, Sarah.
You're welcome. And Patty, how did you hear about the show?
I just happened to find you on the radio. I was listening to the radio and just, going through channels, and all of a sudden I was like, what is this? Sarah in spirit? Oh my goodness. It's great. And I've been listening to you for the last month, and you have a wonderful show, and I would love to come up and visit with you and actually sit down with you one day. So hopefully that will come about one day.
I look forward to that. Go to sarahspiritual.com. You can learn about the sessions, and we can do it by phone or Skype. So if you need me before you can get to West Palm Beach at my Expedito Enlightenment Center, then pop online and book a session, and we'll do it via phone or Skype, my dear, okay?
Thank you so much. I really appreciate everything you do.
You're welcome. Thank you. Welcome to our family. Bye.
Thank you. Bye-bye.
Well, we definitely are a family here, and I'm really blessed and glad that we have so many loved ones that are coming through for us all tonight, just letting us know that we're really not alone, and even though they've left this planet, they are with us, always with us, and holding the space of love and light for all of us. And I, here on WWNN, 1470 AM, 95.3 The Talk, and even on 1100 AM In Atlanta, I am holding the space of love and light and the intention for your success and your advancement and your fulfillment and your joy. And I hold the space that your angels and your guides will always be with you. And when you feel as if you're lost and you don't know the way, just be still, because in the silence, God will talk to you. And when he whispers, you'll feel the peace and you'll know exactly what to do. You're never as alone as you think you are. Thank you for sharing time and space with me. It is an honor always to be of service to you. Thank you, Facebook friends. Thank you, Instagram friends. Snapchat. Look for me, sarahspiritual.com. Sarah Spiritual on Instagram, Snapchat, Facebook, Twitter, you name it. It's Sarah Spiritual across the board. Visit my Expedito Enlightenment Center in beautiful West Palm Beach, Florida. Visit Sarah Spiritual. Learn more about me. I am grateful for all of you, and we are part of the same wonderful soul family. God bless you. Good night. And I am Sarah Spiritual.
This has been Spiritually Speaking with Sarah. You can hear and speak with Sarah Spiritual every Wednesday from 5 until 8 p.m. Each week, Sarah Spiritual and Spirit answer your most important questions as you navigate life. Listen and call in next week and let Spirit guide you. If you didn't have a chance to speak with Sarah Spiritual tonight, visit Sarah at sarahspiritual.com. You can message Sarah Spiritual at Facebook and follow her on Instagram and Twitter. Tune in next week for more Spiritually Speaking with Sarah.
The opinions expressed on the preceding sponsored program were strictly those of its hosts, guests, and callers, and not necessarily those of this station, its staff, management, or sponsors.